Look, I think they can. I think they can. Obviously, the Eagles and St Kilda are right there with them, but their form at home's been good. I think they're a bit special tonight.
And the big advantage tonight was so many withdrawals for the Port Adelaide team.
Yeah, they've been hard hit by injuries for most of the season, and you'd expect this team to be pretty hungry for that second spot.
What do you think of the Heritage jumpers? All right? Got the stamp of approval?
Oh, they look pretty similar, don't they? As long as the blokes inside them don't change, I always find that's okay.
And when you get this close, you just realise, I guess we tend to forget how big these boys are.
Yeah, they're getting bigger every year, aren't they? Just as an average, like Mark Rashudo, just looking at him there now. You know, the Matners and those sort of guys, the Shirleys are bigger than him. It's amazing, isn't it?
And a few old-timers still hanging around from when you were coach. McLeod, Rashudo, Tyson Edwards, just to name three.
Yeah, I think there's 8 or 9 of them here that were when I was involved, so that was good. And they're all in pretty good form.
Well, I'm going to leave you to it, Malcolm, because the coach, Neil Craig's about to come out.
Good on you, mate. Thank you. Neil, how are you, pal?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, pal. Boys all right?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a good week for you?
Yeah, it's been a great week. And as you know, in this town, this is a special game, and it's important that all the supporters enjoy it, and both teams enjoy it.
And you enjoy it?
And we enjoy it. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, hey, Neil, your consistency this year, only about 3 or 4 really bad quarters. The rest has been really, really consistent.
Yeah, we spoke about that a couple of weeks ago, Malcolm, how we identified about 5 quarters that we weren't totally happy with, and you know, it goes a long way to sort of achieving what we've been able to do so far.
Yeah, it's good. Now listen, Warren Treadray, last time you played McGregor on him, he's been good up forward. Bock or Rutten?
Only because it's you, we're Rutten.
We'll be Rutten, will it? Now listen, don't go too quick. I'm getting older in it. I can't keep up with you anymore. Just finally, the midfield rotations. I've been really impressed with your midfield rotations. You've really swapped and thrown some of the younger guys in.
Yeah, it's always been important for us to do that. Otherwise, they never get a chance.
Yeah.
So let's find out, eh?
Hey, good luck tonight, mate.
Good
All
on,
the
mate.
best.
Good step.
So, well, there we are. Neil Craig off and running, and back up to you, Tim.
Oh, I thought Malcolm was going to head up to the coach's box there for a sec. Well, despite their different performance levels across the year, they've kicked exactly the same number of goals, Robert Walls. They're separated by just 3 behinds, and they both rely pretty heavily on input from 2 key forwards.
Well, absolutely. Treadray for Port Adelaide, and Scotty Welsh doing a good job for the Adelaide Crows.
Now, White lines up front for Port Adelaide to help out Treadray. Lade has been the other big source of goals for them during the year. Neil Craig has given us a bit of an insight by the look of it.
Well, it looks like Rutten might get the job on Warren Treadray. Look, he's got Rutten, who plays mainly at full-back, Bock at centre-half-back. Both of those two could do the job. Big job that it is.
Midfield, Adelaide has conceded 22 fewer inside 50s than any other team in the comp this year. They exert a lot of midfield pressure.
They do, and I really like their 2 wingers. They're tall wingers. Burton on one wing, who can go forward and kick goals, and Matner on the other wing, who is very much a defensive type.
The other end of the ground, now Port have lost 2 tall defenders. Can they overcome that?
Makes it hard for them because Chad Corns, of course, is a wonderful player. Matthew Bishop, premiership player on that last line of defence. Both of those are out. It might mean that Montgomery has to play tall in the back line for the Port Adelaide team tonight.
And Troy Chaplin, in just his 5th game, might find himself at centre-half back. Hudson starts on the bench with Biglands in the ruck for Adelaide. And Josh Frank, who coming off his best quarter for the season in the last term against Carlton last Sunday, starts on the bench tonight. Quarters.
Thanks, Tim. Port Adelaide out. What's gone wrong, Malcolm?
A lot of injuries. Obviously, they've talked about premiership hang-ups. I'm not sure about that, but they just have had no flow and consistency throughout the year. I think they'll struggle again tonight.
A big task tonight for the reigning premiers. We're going to take a break from Amy Stadium. It is Showdown 18. It's a full house. And as we go to the break, we have a look at South Australia's version of The Odd Couple.
2 coaches in 1 town. This is football's odd couple. One born of Norwood, the other Port Adelaide. Dapper, dishevelled, clinical, combustible, meticulous, ridiculous. What they share in common is that their clubs love to beat the hell out of each other. And tonight, they get the chance.
Big Brother 2005 is finishing off with a bang.
Sunday and Monday, two massive Big Brother events.
7 o'clock Sunday in the final eviction show, 3 housemates will become 2. It's time to go!
Then, 7 o'clock Monday in a 2-hour television spectacular. It's the moment you've been waiting for. The Big Brother Grand Finale.
Who will win?
The final eviction show and the Big Brother Finale. Sunday and Monday on 10.
This is where I am today because of what I've done by myself and with the help of good people.
Turn your passion into profit.
From 0 to $1 million in 5 years.
Build it up. That's an investment.
Fred TV, 8 a.m. Sundays on Network 10.
Now, buying an LS2 V8 HSV Club Sport gets you into the 6 Litre Club. Club benefits include free on-road costs, dealer delivery, stamp duty free, rego and compulsory third-party insurance free. Join the 6 Litre Club at your participating HSV dealer now.
Want more action?
What am I?
Need more atmosphere?
Then get the widescreen experience on 10 with the latest state-of-the-art digital home theatre systems from Harvey Norman. You'll be surrounded with the ultimate range of flat-panel plasma TVs, along with Sony's theatre-in-a-box home entertainment systems. Bring the stadium to your home with front-row seats to the game with this incredible widescreen experience. So get off the bench and grab a match-winning deal from Harvey Norman today.
The 2005 Toyota AFL Premiership season, proudly brought to you by our broadcast partners.
Toyota, footy, oh what a feeling. Bundaberg Rum, we live for the footy.
Motorola's latest range of 3G mobiles. Watch footy here. And Bunnings Warehouse, where lowest prices are just the beginning.
This is Reece. Warren, all the best. Right, Reece, big toss when you're ready, mate. When you call it. Big flick when you're ready. Good work.
Oh, so sorry.
Nah.
So it's a win for Warren Treadray first up. Welcome back to Amy Stadium, which means that Port will kick with the breeze in the first quarter. You can probably hear the crowd here. Always a lot of hype surrounding the showdown. Showdown 18 tonight. They made a lot of noise as the teams ran through the banner. Mark Aston, welcome to the telecast. What has it been like this week in Adelaide?
Predictably, Christy, it has been enormous, particularly for Port, but for negative reasons because of Pickett, and Roger James told he won't get a contract at the end of the year, and then they lost 3 key players yesterday. Conversely, for the Crows, they are the hottest of hot favourites. Neil Craig has warned the punters not to get too involved with the hype.
I don't think they're listening. They're very loud, Stephen.
Thank you, Christy. As Malcolm Blight and I just gather our breath from the long trot down from the oval.
And Rob, take it away.
Well, I'm just looking. Bigland's starting in the ruck. Biglands and Hudson have been sharing the ruck work often. That's Hudson who starts, but tonight Hudson starting on the bench, and then we can see McGregor has gone forward. Rutten, number 25, playing on Treadray. 2 young, strong defenders for the Adelaide Crows in Rutten and Bock have become an important part of this team.
Now, thanks to Neil Craig for the tip. Here we go. Showdown 18 is underway, and first hand on the ball, Port Adelaide, but not for long. Kasisi back for seconds.
Hasn't got the ball.
Scott McLaren gives Port Adelaide the first use of it.
Play on.
But they're immediately under the pump. Walsh gets them out of trouble, but not to any great advantage. Burton runs onto a kind bounce. And there's a free kick to Port to Adelaide if they want it. They go on. John Cock. Well clear. Danger here for Port early. Thompson tries to thread them and very nearly does. And the Coats are back. I'm pleased to see it. The White Dust Coats are back in Heritage Round.
And you need them tonight because it's pretty chilly down there. So an exciting start. The crowd going berserk here at Amy Stadium as the Power have possession.
This is Peter Burgoyne. Not much on offer at the moment.
As he gets the hurry up. Now he finds something short, and the pass finds Wanganeen.
And they will need goals from Wanganeen tonight. Very low this year in the goal-kicking tally.
To Kane Corns, having a wonderfully consistent season. into the 50. Marnie's in there. Little soccer off the ground by Hart was good. Finds McLeod. He blazes away to half-back. Underneath it, taking a good mark is Cassisi.
Who's felt the ball in his hands about 4 times already and has scarcely had a clear disposal of it yet. The heat on early as you would expect. He's forced sideways and it hasn't gone 15. Walsh is under pressure. Back to Cassisi, who's been surrounded every time he's been near it. Now Cochrane. And now Walsh. Chaplin was running for him. Dangerous hand pass. Montgomery has plenty against him. Adelaide are getting there in numbers. And the numbers prevail. Mattner under pressure. Hart under pressure. There hasn't really been a clear kick yet.
Absolutely no one in the Adelaide forward line, Tim.
Goodwin with nothing to go to. So he's just going to bomb it into the 50 and hope that Thompson might be able to run onto it. But Wilson gets back there first for Port Adelaide and controls his kick to the youngster Chaplin, who dabs it coolly to Cassisi.
Another for Cassisi. Got your breath back, Malcolm?
I've got my breath back. I'm actually struggling with these colours of Port. It's hard to pick up the players just as you normally would.
Sean Burgoyne switches to the members' wing and it's marked by Wakeland.
Gee, you know why they changed the black and white, don't you, after seeing this?
Yes, this was their first jumper back in 1870. Kane Corns has got it.
Gee, it's good early, isn't it? Tight, as we expected it.
And again, with all the players back in the Adelaide defence, Port Adelaide are going to chip it around. They've had about 6 uncontested marks, and it is a real flood that's been put on. And the last thing that they want to do is kick to a contest, Port.
Cochrane's kick found late. He was forced to go backwards to Wakeland once again, where it all started. Now he switches to the outer side to Wilson. Loads up on the left. Goes to the 50. A magnificent pass, but Treadrate dropped the bickies. John Cock butters up for Adelaide. Squeezes the kick out. It's on the full turnover.
Plenty of Port fans out there, and they're effusive in their applause for a kicking error. And there's a marking error by Treadrate. Rare event.
I must say, as we walked across, Stephen,
50-metre penalty here, and it's a big one. It gives them a shot at goal.
The ground was in pretty good nick. It actually had no dew on it yet. There's a nice little breeze out there. Port are going with the breeze. Certainly that, but the conditions are nearly perfect.
Just been an amazing start. 13 marks to Port Adelaide, and Adelaide yet to have a mark. Really, Adelaide haven't touched the footy.
That looks like a typo, doesn't it? 13-0.
Well, a lot of them have been uncontested. They've gone back and forward, but gee, it's an important kick by Gavin Wanganeen. He's the man who starred in last year's grand final. He's had a disappointing year. In fact, the talk in town, in this town of Adelaide, is that he may well retire at the end of this year.
From just 25 metres when he kicks, and he kicks a goal. Port have the first.
Hello, Moto.
This is an interesting matchup. Without Chad Corns and without Bishop, they've opted to go with Wilson, the back pocket, back flanker. He's playing at full back on Scott Welch.
It is an enormous ask. As Lade gets the tap, Cassisi's having a great first quarter. Gets bowled over there by Edwards. Was it a push? It was. So disposal number 6 coming up for Dominic Cassisi. Oh, free is Kane Corns somehow. It's pretty close checking, but Corns is free. He's got about 30 metres on his nearest opponent. Has a couple of bounces. Decides to unload the big bomb into the goal square. It's a mark to Dean Brogan. Well played, Port Adelaide. How did Corns get free? By about 30 metres.
His opponent is the captain of Adelaide, Mark Rasciuto, and Kane Corns has got out into space several times in these early minutes, and the long kick to the goal square. Brogan marks. He's been out of this team for a lot this year. And Bassett, his opponent, nowhere to be seen.
So Dean Brogan shouldn't really miss from here. Has kicked just the 4 goals this season. He's only played the 9 matches, been in and out of the team for all sorts of reasons.
Wanted to go to the free throw line right in front of goal, but the umpire has other ideas.
So Brogan for the Powers second, and an excellent start. Nothing but wood.
Needed net.
It's supposed to reach.
Gee, that was a golden opportunity, and he really should have done better.
McLeod starting the game in defence as he normally does.
Crows have been pretty good here at getting them out of this most of the year. They're very patient. They'll build up, and this is when they will keep a forward line.
Shirley. Long to McGregor and Burton.
Gee, McGregor protected him so well.
And Burton sets it up well, but Treadray down in the back half. Inspiring stuff. Two of them getting in each other's way, but Wilson's there to help them out. Placement not good. Dalby for Adelaide. Frenzied start. Port with the only goal. And they've been making just about all the play. Now Matner in some space. And Porter dangerous again. McGregor and Welsh. Awkward half volley. McGregor on the ground. And it's coming.
In his head. In his head. His head down there.
Yeah, downfield.
Relayed. So a shot at goal for Port Adelaide. Welsh to line them up with the man on the mark inside 30.
Not the most fashionable forward line, Welsh, McGregor, Perry, right, but very effective as a unit.
They get the job done, Malcolm. As the years gone on, they've just got better and better. And this man coming in to have a kick. Welsh has kicked 46 for the season.
And that is always on line. It's all even.
Nice throw.
Whoops.
There it is.
Are you guys okay?
Classic.
And Wanganeen starting on the wing on Matner, and on the other wing, Montgomery playing on Burton. And Montgomery, of course, can go with Burton in the air.
Packed to the rafters, Amy Stadium. The noise level is amazing as Power going to attack. Montgomery, who gave away that free kick that resulted in an Adelaide goal. Cassisi got it over to Corns. Beautiful sidestep, run down now. Umpire says play on. In there is Pettigrew. Now Peter Burgoyne backwards, looking for Cassisi. Burton comes into the picture. He's tackled well. Umpire says play on. Now Walsh. Back to Corns, who looks a little bit spent at the moment. He's been working that hard. He's wrapped up, and he is pinged. Just ran out of petrol tickets there, Corns. He's been working that hard.
He's been in that many contests. Running hard forward, playing in the midfield, but the
Did
veteran...
he have prior opportunity?
The veteran Goodwin nailed him. Don't ask me, Tim. I don't know what's going on with the men in white nowadays.
Possible to read them, isn't it? Goodwin bombs long. Two back for Port against McGregor. Burton started well. Nudged that one on with his boot. It's a Port Adelaide free kick. Is it called in danger? Wakeland's ball.
So how long since you've seen a kicking in danger one? Can't remember the last one I saw.
Chaplin told to play on. I'm not sure what he'd done to be in that position. Another turnover forced by Adelaide. They're doing it well. Rashudo bombs to Biglands. Good grab. Directly in front.
It's amazing that turnover, isn't it? Once the handball missed, under pressure, there's that free kick. I guess it was really a high tackle rather than a kick in danger. But Mark Rashudo spotted the big fella. He didn't quite hit it right, and it fell short. Lade obviously caught well short of that, and Biglands takes an easy mark in the end.
Big boy, Biglands, but not a big goal kicker, just 6 for the year.
Just love his agility at ground level for a big fella.
Crows are in front by a goal.
Don't wrestle with your budget. Come to Bunnings Warehouse for the lowest prices every day. 4-way power board, only $8.50. Wireless door chime, just $12.98. 4-litre British Paints interior acrylic, only $49.80. 4-burner barbecue, a hot $399. Circular saw, a sharp $38. Adjustable work support, just $12.83. Azaleas from $2.99.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Malcolm, after a showdown game of the players flat.
Actually, I must say the next 24 hours is pretty good, Robert.
When you win.
Yeah.
Port go into attack. Being held is Marty. And you can 50-50 there, give him the free kick, you can give him the mark.
This
Josh
here,
Marty
please, Andrew.
is about 53 metres out from goal when he kicks.
Did really well to hold his ground there against Andrew McLeod.
Kicked 13 goals for this season. Conversion rate of 77%. Decides to kick it to the top of the goal square.
Great punch.
And it was Biglands who decided to concede the rush behind. There he is, the Patrick Swayze lookalike.
See, they're two good jumps, aren't they? Great jump from Lade. Excellent spring. And he was in really good nick last week with Franco underneath his arm in that great win they had at the MCG.
McLeod delivering it coolly and precisely to the veteran Hart. Port by 5 points, or rather Adelaide by 5 points. The night providing Port with a great opportunity. The teams directly above them have lost so far this round. They could be as high as 6th on the ladder if they win tonight. But Adelaide have them struggling early. Burton to John Cock to Perry on his preferred side. Welsh with the sit. Well played by Wilson.
And Burton put that ball forward for the Crows. His opponent, Montgomery flew and got the ball got over the back of him, and if he's going to fly Montgomery, he just cannot afford for the ball to get over the back and Burton to run onto it.
Did it well, Michael Wilson, then, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Welsh had him cold.
So Burgoyne, Sean kicks it out.
And Neil Craig has moved Goodwin onto Kane Corns, who just ran hot early, and Rashudo, who was Corns' opponent, has been benched.
Burgoyne once again. Oh, Porter got the extra number here. It'll work out all right for them. This is Cochrane. Handballs back to Burgoyne once again. They're mucking around with it. The power. Got to be careful here. Mark taken by Wilson, still inside his defensive 50.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it, by Burgoyne under pressure.
And that wasn't bad either, as Wakeland takes the mark at half back.
Port doing it all under pressure. Adelaide have really been turning the screw early. Corns again buried.
Well, I've got a funny idea that Robert Shirley might be on Corns now. I just wonder if that was from the kickoff, and in that zone area Corns was there. I just think that Shirley looks like the guy to go to him.
Montgomery climbs in perfectly to Wanganeen. Not much at the drop. Pushing and shoving was Pettigrew. Covered by Rutten, but now a chance for young Pearce. Decides to go the long way round. Ambitious kick for Wanganeen.
Brave mark.
It was a brave mark because he was set up. That ball was higher than he would have liked. He had to wait, but he held his ground, took the mark, and was prepared to take whatever hits might have come his way. Now he needs to finish off.
Held his nerve. He's always done that. Got to do it from outside 50. Has their 1 goal so far. Thumps it, and he has their 2 goals so far. They're level again.
With Toyota's special editions, 7-seat Kluger CV Sport has over $3,500 of extras. Alloys, front fog lamps, roof rails and rear spoiler from $44,490. Toyota's special editions, added value and genuine savings. Right now at your Toyota dealer.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
The 5-time All-Australian has a break. He's got 2 goals next to his name already.
And that was just a little bit earlier. Dom Cassisi not really going hard enough for the footy. And in the early stages of a game, you've got to set the standards. And boy, did we ever see that with West Coast last night.
Laid the tap, but it went straight to Goodwin. To half forward. There's John Cock. Spins around on a 5-cent piece and bangs it long inside 50. Brogan, strong mark.
Very good mark. The eyes never left it. Now he gets himself into bother. They are doing it perilously, but Wilson swings it long and wide. Shocking bounce for Montgomery. Likewise for Matner. He's able to get it back to Goodwin. To a contest. Sean Burgoyne the spoil. Thompson, McGregor. Now Welsh and Wilson, it's been a good contest there. Chaplin over the footy, copped it high, says Scott McLaren in his Jack McMurray designer umpiring gear. Now Cassisi. And on a long lead is White. Bock was over his shoulder with the spoil.
That's the line there, Nate.
On a first-name basis, the umpires.
And White gives it off to Salopek, who started on the bench. Saw Corns having a rest a while ago. Wanganeen as well. Now Wakelin as Port build.
Kicks to Pearce. Didn't make a really good fist of that one. Now Riley mops up for Adelaide. Got the ball to McGregor to half forward to Perry. Well done by Chaplin to create a contest, but Perry has another crack. Tackled by Wakelin well. Now the turnover. Good hard stuff from Port Adelaide as they work the ball to the wing. Here's another chance for Pearce. Can he make amends? He gathers now. Runs himself in and out of trouble. He's got Cochrane in support. Oh, we'll have a throw in.
Malcolm, it's obvious that Port are prepared to go wide and short, keep the possession going. Adelaide, on the other hand, more direct.
I'm not sure, yes, Robert. I was just looking at that replay. Lost his balance, yeah. I wonder if he lost that in the lights, or you don't very often see that here, though, do you? The lights don't seem to have any effect at all.
Hudson and Brogan now. Yes! And Goodwin. Adelaide dangerous, but Wilson led Wells to the footy, did everything right, and then fumbled. Door open. John Cock lost his footing and lost his chance. Port fans reckon he should have lost the ball and been pinged for holding it, but, well, he had prior opportunity, so they have a case.
Inside the Crows attacking 50. Montgomery. Great tackle by Burton. And we'll have another stalemate here.
Gee, it's a hot ball. You are getting hit. If you fumble, you are in trouble. And you wouldn't expect anything less. Big crowd enjoying it.
It's real finals tempo, isn't it? 50 from the Crows' goal. Brogan the tap. Beautifully sharked by John Cock. The ball spills. Hudson bangs it into the pocket. Cassisi 8 disposals. Chaplin 6 for Port Adelaide, while Goodwin's got 7 for the Crows.
And Rashudo coming back on.
Hudson and Brogan go at it. Brogan the tap. Beautifully sharked though by Thompson. Handball was intercepted. Montgomery sweeps it out wide. There's 3 Port Adelaide players there. One of them is Walsh. Pops it over the top and the power away.
Franku having come off the bench, goes for Pearce. That was always a risk. Doughty the good spoil, and now he mops it up. Riley rode that charge well. It should have been a tackle, not a bump. Now Rashuto, beautiful delivery with the left. Thompson playing on, blazing, and kicking a great goal.
Stuart Dew had to put the tackle on, not the bump. It's cost them a goal.
Yes, that's a really bad decision, isn't it? It's really just a decision. He can tackle, we know that.
He decided for a moment he was Byron Pickett.
Yep, and made it himself. But this is the kick. Mark Rashudo's kick was superb. This is what I like about this bloke. He doesn't waste time or energy. Yeah. He's been as good a pickup as anyone in the whole of the world in football.
And that's his 20th goal for the year, Malcolm.
As soon as he gets it, he's off, isn't he?
Coming from the Demons. Tyson Edwards in picture, Blighty. How good is he? You coached him. Underrated for a long while, I thought. Not now.
Yeah, no, not everyone's caught up with him. Beautifully balanced player.
Oh, in the middle.
Straight into him, Brogues. You've got to watch the footy.
Heavy stuff from Dean Brogan as Hudson receives the free kick, having an excellent season. 5th in the AFL in hit-outs, 7 in hard-ball gets, and that was a pretty hard-ball get. As he goes to the 50, and a terrific mark once again taken by Thompson.
Right, he's covered this time.
To Burton. Here's a pretty useful kick.
Yeah, just see him out this though. It's just beyond his means.
Oh. Went to play on. Now he's off. It's a good hit into the goal square. And a rush behind.
And Stuart Dew heading down to take the kick-ins.
Actually, that was an excellent leap by Brogan. It was only after he lost balance and 900 feet in the air that he actually looked at the opposition. It's a great jump.
Not sure that he really did anything wrong.
No,
I agree.
Blade. Now Montgomery. Port not as clean in their work as Adelaide in the early part. Dew. Fatal error a moment ago. Tough here for White. 2 against him. But it falls for him. Well tackled by Bock. That's the way to lay the tackle. Brogan working up and down the ground well. Treadray just seeking out Salopek with the hand pass, not getting it to him.
That's a tangle, fellas. That's nothing in that.
It's interesting, that umpire then. Why would he have to say that's a tangle, that's nothing? I just thought they'd just say blow the whistle and well done. Interesting, you have to make a comment every time you give or don't give a free.
They tend to do that now, Malcolm.
What a waste of breath.
It's the microphones, Malcolm.
Ah, what a waste.
You'd like to see them revert to traditional methods on Heritage Weekend, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Chance for the power late. Snaps, he's offline.
Yeah, make really good decisions.
And shut up.
When did they do that?
It's a good game though, isn't it? I mean, it's everything you expect, and real big turnover here though.
Yep, McLeod's kick found Montgomery, who improves the angle to Stuart Dew, and he is within range.
Yes, he's the go-to man. We saw Stuart Dew get the last kick in for Port. Got the ball to the wing. He kept going down the middle of the ground. He then roosted it into the half-forward line for Port. And Montgomery didn't think twice as soon as he saw Stuart Dew there, because he's a thumping long kick.
Kicking at 56%, 14 goals, 11 this year.
Better on the run though, isn't he? Much better on the run. Well, more consistent, I should say, on the run than he is from that set shot.
5-point lead to the Crows. Late in the opening term. It hasn't been slick, but it has lived up to the billing in terms of its intensity. Just the sheer combustibility of it. McLeod decides long this time. Treadray is there, but under it. And Rashudo comes away with it. Bassett now, this is a good move. They're running in a wave and they have a real chance. Now Skipworth just has to wedge it and hope. He might get a result. Still might. Thompson, well tackled by Peter Walsh.
I think Burton leapt about 2 minutes too early. Ooh.
So the Crows lead by 5 points. It's deep in their attacking territory. Burgoyne run down.
Tackling by Adelaide's been absolutely sensational.
3 rush behinds to the Crows this quarter.
Yeah.
And there was not much there Sean Burgoyne could do.
Now he's wondering what to do insofar as bringing the footy back into play is concerned, and he keeps it wide. And this is Chaplin, who's had a bit of it. He's been worked hard back there as Adelaide have applied a lot of pressure. High ball. Wakelin and Lade are Port's best chance. Salopek. Now Treadray, awkward half volley for him. Rutten and Treadray, the heavyweights. It's in the back.
Hasn't been able to get in the game yet. Treadray, has he, Rob?
Just had the one disposal.
And I mean, the first tackle was fine, the second. I mean, why would you waste breath arguing with the umpire? I mean, I see a lot of blokes do this all the time now, Rob, and it really annoys me. All you're doing is wasting energy. They don't change their mind. Talk to them civilly, quietly at a different time.
Yeah, accept it, move on.
It's human nature, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but the disciplined players realise that there's nothing to be gained by it.
Just doesn't solve anything or do anything, so why do it?
It feels good.
Oh. What, yelling?
They're angry young men. They're AFL footballers as Prosciutto puts it inside 50. Perry does nicely to work his way to the front. Good tackle by Sean Burgoyne. And they'll have a throw in.
No, it's one of the disciplines of the game.
Not sure what that was for. High tackle. High tackle. Perry kicks it to the hot spot. Welsh! Almost. Cassisi. Now Chaplin having an excellent first quarter, the young man. Disposal number 8, and it's a good kick to half-back too. So the power work it forward through the agency of Salopek. Wasn't the best of finishes there. And now turnover is McLeod. How about that for a handball? As on the rebound, here come the Crows.
Box steering it off the instep for McGregor. Wakelin into his back. It was untidy and really unnecessary. So close to the line. And, well, he doesn't know it in the last minute of the quarter. It was always going out. Adelaide looking for a late goal. Probably deserve it, really. Had the better of the opening term. Thompson sets it up. Perry second in line. Sean Burgoyne just almost handing it to Walsh. Did it well. Cool head under pressure. Good delivery. Port's chance. Treadray. 20 seconds left. Could they make something of it? And go to the change on level terms. They'll have to be good. And the numbers are stacked against them. White was held. No sympathy. Brogan taken over. And not happy.
Yep, he just goes up and remonstrates with Bassett. So can the power pinch one here? Laid. Unsuccessful. And it'll be quarter time. And a pretty intense quarter it was too. Here in Showdown 18. It is around 20 at Amy Stadium in Adelaide. 3-4-22 lead Port Adelaide. 2-4-16. One straight kick at the first break. Only 42 days to go until the grand final. And you'll see all the action live and exclusive on your Premiership Network, Channel 10.
Hey Australia.
10's turning 40.
Premiering next Sunday. We're celebrating 40 years of 10 out of 10 entertainment.
Revisit the shows you used to love and the ones you still do. Merlin, are you going to speak?
We love a party, and 40 years of entertainment guarantees one huge night.
40? That's really old.
Seriously 40 premieres next Sunday.
Hungry Jack's where it's at.
The big juicy burger that started it all. The Whopper.
I like that.
100% flame grilled beef with all the trimmings.
Love it at Hungry Jack's.
The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
There are 17 good reasons for shopping at Truscott's. 17 months with no deposit, no repayments, no interest terms. That's 17 good reasons for buying an Acer 81cm LCD TV for only $21.95. 17 reasons for buying a JVC 76cm TV with DVD and cabinet at $300 off. And 17 reasons for buying a Pioneer 600-watt home theatre package for only $6.99. Truscott's can give you 17 good reasons for buying now. 17 months with no deposit, no repayments, no interest terms. Truscott's.
New 4-cylinder Camry Altice Limited comes with special editions, including alloy wheels, ABS, steering wheel audio and sports console from $27,988 drive away.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
What you need, what you want, yeah.
wide range of styles available in Stratco Neighbourhood Fencing.
Network 10 Adelaide would like to acknowledge the support of their 2005 local AFL sponsors, Truscott's and Toshiba, the Plasma, LCD and surround sound specialists. Booze Brothers, proudly South Australian owned. And Stratco, what do you need today?
Always a risk. Dowdy a good spoil, and now he mops it up. Riley rode that charge well. Should have been a tackle, not a buck. Now Rashuto, beautiful delivery with the left. Thompson playing on, blazing, and kicking a great goal.
It was a great goal from Scott Thompson. Had an excellent first quarter, and the Crows lead by 6 points. 3-4-22 plays 2-4-16. Wanganeen's got both for the power singles in the Adelaide lineup there. What did you think of the first quarter, gents?
I reckon both coaches, excuse me, Rob, will be very happy. They've both played enough good football. Adelaide deserved to be a goal in front, but I think Mark Williams will be pretty happy that the scoreboard's where it's at.
Yes, they got a fair bit of the ball, Port Adelaide. They certainly chipped it around, and their two wingers, Montgomery and Wanganeen, certainly in the action. What they need is Treadray to start taking marks and kicking goals. But Adelaide really tough with the tackling and more direct. And that's why you don't want to ever be a ruckman.
Adelaide's done well. It's pretty heavy stuff in the centre, as you can see. A beautiful tap there to Burgoyne. How about this for some game plotting? Uncontested marks. Port Adelaide 29 in that first quarter.
Well, that is an amazing stat. 29 uncontested marks. A lot of those were only kicks over about 20 metres. And Adelaide, on the other hand, in that first term, just had 11, far more direct. They will chip it round if they can't find someone. They won't be pressured in going forward to contests all the time. But, yeah, a good start and a fantastic crowd here at Amy.
We start the second quarter, and the Crows lead by one straight kick.
Biglands gives them first use. Goodwin and McLeod up in the centre square. Walsh in the way. Thompson into his back. Port's ball. Port looking for consistency. They've played some pretty good footy in patches in recent weeks, but have not been able to apply it over 4 quarters. That's their challenge tonight. Perhaps this occasion will bring it out of them. Just 13 of last year's premiership winning 22 in the outfit. Sean Burgoyne to Corns and back to Burgoyne. Just waiting. Delivery not clean. Wakelin has time and space. Dropped for Marnie. Waits for the bounce. That makes it tough for him. Wanganeen has the brilliance to prevail. And it was beautifully done. He's still got footy left in him. Burgoyne kept coming and delivers well for Walsh. And Porter a chance now. Pettigrew roving in Montgomery. Can he bend it back? Can he ever?
And you're spot on, Tim. Why would you want to give away the game when you can still play football like that? I refer to Gavin Wanganeen.
Yeah, but one of the things is we just watched this, and I'll explain that in a minute to you. It's actually doing it more often, Stephen. As you get older, you can't. Your body just gets a bit tired. It's a great goal. But Gavin Wanganeen, there's no doubt he's still got ability to play the game.
Can he play it for what's required today is the trick.
But even as a burst player, he's worth persevering with, isn't he?
I think one of the best ones I've ever seen was Darren Buick coming off the fence in that 2000 Essendon year. Imagine him coming into a forward line in another final series with Port.
And John Cock moved to a half-back flank. That releases McLeod to the centre. Port Adelaide, 3 goals, all of them coming from their wingers. 2 to Wanganeen, 1 to Montgomery.
And a wonderful snap it was too. All locked up, 22 apiece. Early stages of quarter number 2 in showdown 18. Crows win possession. McLeod through a bit of traffic. Got it out to his premiership teammate in Rashuto. Thompson's having an excellent game. He can load up here. He's already got one. But he misses and misses badly. Be disappointed with that finish.
Misses badly. Wow. That is called a miss-hit of the boot.
Well, that's a dangerous kick. Montgomery needs to hold it, and he does. He's doing well. He started this quarter outstandingly with a goal and that stout mark. Wilson, who's been excellent at fullback on Scott Welsh, finds Walsh, and he's been good. And Porter finding some sturdy servicemen. Here comes Treadray, but he hasn't been able to make his presence felt yet. Bock did well. McGregor scores level early in the second. Battle well and truly on now. Biglands to Bock. To an open 50. Welsh has got it this time.
Just a nice swing of the ball enabled Welsh. When the ball was halfway to him, he knew that he was going to take that mark. He was running to the right spot, and the ball was just swinging out. And just a good relay from wing position to deep in the forward line from Bock, the big halfback.
Welsh just 2 possessions in the first term. Was beautifully contained by the veteran Wilson. Will kick from just outside 50. And he's hooked it into the Thompson pocket. Does marginally better. Adelaide lead by a point.
There's the kick from Scott Welsh, who was 13th on the goal kicking table at the start of this round with 46-21. Burgoyne. That was Peter as he goes short to Wakeland. He turned 31 on Thursday. Back to Burgoyne. Now it's a loose ball. Wanganeen. Again, great skills. Gets the handball off to Kasisi. That wasn't the best of efforts, but Port had the numbers. Walsh to Lade. He's got some room to move. Goes to the 50 and finds White. He's got the short on. Just intercepted. Well done by John Cock.
Beautifully done. Just balanced it on the palm of his hand, and it sits it up for Perry. His first mark of the night. It's a clever kick for Goodwin. As Adelaide try for a quick movement, and they might get it here. Mattner wanting to get balanced on his left. Comes up with a better idea. Bassett to Goodwin. Now Thompson.
Oh, free kick.
Yes, Wilson went too hard, too early. And Scott Thompson in rare form.
That handball in the middle of the field. I think Kasisi has gone to the umpire with that handball. I thought that when it happened, and when you have a look at the replay, I reckon he's decided, yep, that's a teammate out there in the light colours. And perhaps that's why the umpire should be wearing red.
Rob White doesn't look a whole lot like that Adelaide jumper, does it? I mean, really, that's a mistake by the player.
It was a Port Adelaide player to a Port Adelaide, white to white.
Right. Thompson kicks his second. Port by Adelaide by 7 points.
Sunday is
The world premiere.
Sean's pocketed the cash, hasn't he? Who's dying to get to this big day? Everyone's got something to hide.
8:30 Sunday on
10. Family weddings can be murder.
Brendan was stabbed? Whoever did this is one cold customer. Rebecca Gibney and Claudia Carvin, intense killer mystery. A couple of hundred suspects right there. Sunday is the world premiere.
Small Claims.
8:30 Sunday on 10.
Thompson gets his second.
And let's have a look at the Cassisi handball.
Yep, spot on, Rob.
And I think he thought the umpire was a teammate.
Umpire Carey would have taken it.
He would have too.
Peter Burgoyne. Clever little kick to half forward, and Lade takes the mark.
You got to let him go. Lade, just be careful.
Sensible stuff.
Nice little cheap shot in there. As he goes inside 50, and with a bit of courage there was Burton. Handballs to Hart. Now Rashuto. That's a fair handball under pressure to Biglands. That wasn't so flash, that one to Hart. Now Edwards. Good hard attack on the football by Ebert. Now Burton has another crack. Picked up by Bock. Can't break his way through the heavy traffic. Good hard passage of play.
And one of the things in a little passage of play like that, when you have 3 or 4 efforts, I know they're only in a small area, you do get very puffy. Quite often, you can see a clean getaway after that now because everyone's a bit tired. If it falls to someone's lap, they're off.
Warren Treadray in picture. Just the 2 touches to this stage of the game. They desperately need him in the action.
Burgoyne just too strong for Montgomery, who came bravely at it. John Cock. Good shepherd from Bock. Yes! And good delivery as well for Shirley.
Just twice he slipped crucially. Once up the forward line, once on the back line there. Really could have cost them.
Wilson this time takes the mark. Plenty of the ball back there. Big job for him tonight. He's done it well. And so, too, has this fellow, Troy Chaplin, in his 5th game. That's dangerous. But there's a free kick.
Just no need for the push.
Doughty, the offender. Walsh's ball.
Walsh. Treadray trying to work his way into the game. That's a nice pass. He's a long way from home, though.
Got Brogan in the goal square on Bassett with a distinct height advantage.
Treadray into the pocket. And Ebert's got the free kick.
Well, I must say, that's pretty sloppy stuff. A couple of little pushes. When that, why push? It's in the back or a mark. And a lot of players aren't, I call it clean. I mean, that doesn't achieve anything, that push. You're better off letting the bloke feel your pressure rather than push.
So Brett Ebert, as you'd expect with a name like that, is a pretty good finisher. 16 games, 17 goals this season. From 40 out. Beautiful kick.
Hello, Moto.
Brett Ebert, the last man chosen for Port Adelaide, has them back within 1 point. Biglands and Lade. Rashuto at the foot of it. Now Bock. Doughty kicking it off the outside of his boot, but Sean Burgoyne read it beautifully. An undermanned Port Adelaide team, well competitive with Adelaide early. Chaplin for Pettigrew, and he weighted the kick perfectly. Port can build again. Now Wilson running, testing Welsh out. Sean Burgoyne.
What they're doing, Tim, they're testing the Crows players because they're virtually playing keepings off.
Not a Crow player on the attacking side of the centre. Lade was going straight over the mark and hadn't crossed it, so it's not play on. Cochrane needed to hang on. Numbers against him. Hart to McGregor. To a contest. Chaplin there to make the spoil. Rashuto roving it well. And McLeod playing midfield now. That's an ambitious kick. It needs to be a perfect one for Edwards. It's not. And Port come away with the goodies.
Sean Burgoyne to Walsh. Port having a good little passage here. They just need to make it count on the scoreboard. Marnie, he's got Wanganeen loose at half forward. He receives now, but hasn't got much to kick to. Wanganeen's kick 2. The Crows lead by a point. Long ball looks for Treadray. Rutten was the spoiler. Ball still alive. Bassett. Touched off the mark, off the boot, so it's play on. Still inside Port Adelaide's 50. Rashudo did well to Rutten. That ends up in the hands of Bock, who goes to half-back, looking for McGregor. No mark, throw in. Fascinating battle at the moment.
Well, it is. Keepings off is the plan of attack by Port Adelaide. They're doing it pretty well. This gives you a good indication of how the midfielders have different opponents through the course of a game. Already Simon Goodwin has had 3 different opponents. As you can see, he started off on Walsh. Cassisi put a tag on him. Now he's on Stuart Dew.
Lade beating Hudson. McLeod, though, is exerting influence. Rashudo breaks. Goes for Perry. Sean Burgoyne arriving. Also there, Walsh. Burgoyne, Cochrane, and the Port defence holds together for the moment. Cochrane delays and then delivers to Wakeland. Just a point in it, and the match being played in the best traditions.
53 marks, Port Adelaide, and just 24 to the Crows. And this is the reason why they're going from side to side, just denying the Crows the footy.
Wilson, Walsh running long and hard, and still running, and so's Wilson. Now, can Treadray make a mark? He can't. Hard beat him to it. Goodwin, Johncock.
He's run down by 3 Port Adelaide players. Sensational pressure from the power. Now Cassisi to Treadray, hemmed in, wants to unload the handball, looks for Pearce, unsuccessfully, and McLeod, who's starting to come into the game, mops up, and good kick to half-back, finds Johncock. He goes to the wing. Riley. Quick ball movement here from the Crows to the 50, Perry. He's spoiled by Chaplin, and again the power have the numbers. Wilson, good little handball to Cochrane. He's got Wanganeen loose, and he's got an absolute paddock. He's got about 50 metres to work with. He decides to go by foot, and he hits late on the wing.
And they just can't quite find the hole in the Adelaide defence. Peter Burgoyne, Corns. Just the one Corns in the outfit tonight with Chad. One of the withdrawals in the lead-up.
Crows have got the same problem the other end. They have an open forward line. They can't hit a target or win a football. When Perry's been for 30 balls and has been over his head 15 times.
Deliberately sits it up, but those further afield didn't know it was coming. Hudson to Bassett, and here we go again. Now it's Burton. And nicely placed for Riley.
But as he looks forward, he's just got an outnumbered forward set up.
Edwards. Cochrane going well. Burgoyne with him. Oh. Push in the back, Port Adelaide free kick.
Sean Burgoyne. This is his 13th disposal. Walsh has got 14 for the Power, Goodwin a dozen, and Rashudo 11 for Adelaide. Chaplin. He's had a few cheap stats, but nevertheless he's looked pretty good, the youngster.
Wow, cheap though.
Yeah, only 19 years of age. Now that is a dangerous kick, to say the least. And again, the Power have the loose men. Cochrane, short back to Walsh. In fact, this has worked out okay. No, Walsh carries to half-back with 2 bounces. And that's a nice pass to the wing, and he finds White.
Delayed until a good target emerged, and Damon White was it. Rutten's done well on Treadray.
What the problem was is that Hudson's playing a kick behind the game as like an old-time ruckman, and Lade became the extra player, so the Crows' forward line's outnumbered. If you just hold the ball, you can do that forever.
You'd have to say, Malcolm, that Port Adelaide are playing the game on their terms.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know, I guess the plan is it'll eventually frustrate the Crows. Doesn't look attractive. It's very much possession type footy.
Kane Corns.
I think you've got to be right. The loose man's been laid the ruckman. Hudson's cut him off at the back end. I reckon at some stage or other, one of these coaches is going to say, let's run the ruckman together and make it a man-on-man all over the ground, then see who's the best.
Port looking to end its arch rival's longest ever winning streak. Laid beautifully to Wanganeen. Peter Burgoyne, magic. Wanganeen. They're forced to retreat for a moment. Kane Corns. Franco just couldn't snare it. Burton, did he throw it? No, he didn't. McLeod, untidy. And Montgomery holds things up.
I reckon he did.
On a sixpence, but in the end couldn't escape.
50 out from Port Adelaide's goal. Laid again, a wonderful tap to Franco, who was all wrapped up. Cassisi, good tackle by Hudson. Corns got an ineffective kick. Now Matner to Thompson. Riley's free again. He's getting a few stats this quarter. Well, what's he got on offer? Decides to square it up. It's a good kick. And he finds Perry, who's within range, just.
And that's the first time that they've put it into their forward 50, the Crows, where they've had equal numbers. It was 3 against 3, Malcolm.
Correct.
And eventually, they're starting to realise they've just got to get some numbers back there.
27-27 this year. Make it 28-27 as he splits the middle.
Cheers, mate. Jeez, I wouldn't camp there for you.
There's drop bears.
Drop bears?
They're like a bigger, meaner sort of koala bear. Then they drop on the tree.
Yeah.
And then grab your head by
Yeah.
Classic.
The defending champions will be in the 8 tonight if they can win this match. But Adelaide are in front, marginally. Skipworth to Shirley. Wakeland and McGregor. Henschel. Oh, again, Dew should have laid the tackle. Here's Thompson, and he kicks another one. Adelaide make a break.
Right now, Prime.
I am ready now.
No, not yet.
Sorry.
As I was saying, right now, if you bundle your home phone with an iPrimus broadband plan, you get broadband modem free.
That's right.
Not yet.
Sorry.
And $0 setup. Plus, you also get, okay?
All right. You also get me the amazing 2.4 gigahertz Doro cordless phone free.
So call Primus now and get me and the amazing Doro free.
Oh yeah, baby.
Henschel should have been tackled by Dew. He comes in from the blind side. He doesn't wrap him up. He puts a bump on him. And Stuart Dew, you can see Franco immediately turns around and says to Dew, come on, you've got to do better than that.
Scott Thompson having an excellent night. 3 goals. Must be in contention for Showdown 18 medal. A couple of judges in the box tonight. Sitting beside me. And he is having an excellent game, isn't he? 3 goals, 1 to Scott Thompson.
And we can see there, Chaplin and Brogan. Brogan's dropped back onto Perry. So a 2-on-1 in the Port Adelaide defence. And that means McLeod's spare man in defence for the Crows.
Cassisi inside 50 for Port Adelaide. Treadray couldn't mark. Ebert. Tackled by Rashuto. Bassett head over the football. Ebert has another crack.
And you said tackle their quarters, and Rashuto twice hitting in there with the body, wrapping them up.
Treadray still to make any real impact. 4 disposals, 2 marks. He's got it now, but they've got him. Adelaide's lead, the biggest of the night. Port really need to pull one back before half-time. Simon Goodwin being rotated. Franco can't escape. Now he does. But it's hard to get out of there. Salopek. Well played by the Crows, but Thompson just couldn't control the kick, so Port can load up again.
Yeah, generally a pretty good tackling side.
Adelaide, strong bodies. I remember a few weeks ago we were over here, and when they were doing their warm-up, the Crows, we were just amazed at how big they were.
Peter Burgoyne with the football. Oop. He's done it well. He took on Riley, and now he kicks it into the goal square. In front, Treadray almost. Crows out of danger. McLeod to Bassett. Back to McLeod, and to his teammate in Edwards. Now to Henschel, who goes to the wing. It's a nice pass to Burton.
Just a mass movement of players from both teams heading towards the Crows' goal. Crows haven't got anybody within 60 metres of goal.
Port have got to hold firm here. Perry with 2 against him. Wakeland cleverly. Montgomery just blazing, banging. Good result. Walsh. Salopek. He bangs too. And again they get a result. Pettigrew. Too far out, but the 50's open. Treadray is there. So's Ebert. So's the Adelaide defence. Burton. Bassett.
Oh.
Bock. Thompson. Doughty.
Talking about the best defensive team in the competition in the Crows.
By a mile.
Just slipped through 70 points a game.
McLeod stripped of the ball. Perry to Rasciuto. Sweeps the handball. To Welsh. Not sure what to do with it. Got no one to kick to. Goes back to Rasciuto. To McLeod. They're going to muck around and lose the ball here, Adelaide. Good pressure from the power.
Franco to Cochrane.
Squeezes the kick out to half-back.
Well, they hesitated at half-forward, the Crows, because they didn't have anybody in the forward 50.
Burgoyne to Brogan. Wants to get it moving.
Oh, for a guy that can kick a long talk now, Robert.
Yes. The big torpedo, Malcolm.
Yeah.
You don't see too many of those.
They don't even call them torpedoes anymore. They call them spirals.
Well, never done in ours, so it's a bit like this round. The Heritage round. It's an old-fashioned thing, isn't it?
Laid marks on centre wing.
So into the last 2 minutes. And Port need one rather badly. Now there's a man who can kick the long ball, but he's too far out. And that much vaunted Adelaide defence holds for the moment, but here comes Dew.
Tackled.
And it was Nathan Bock who laid it. Burton comes away with it. Perry has it. And the last thing Port want to do is concede another one before half-time. You never know. Skipworth, they've got the break, but he had nowhere to go. Now Rasciuto, and now he does have something on the end of it. Well, he has better than that. He has a goal.
What a kick.
Wolfglass, Australian wine at its peak.
Big goal on half-time from their skipper Mark Rasciuto for the Adelaide Crows. Gives them a handy buffer now.
And that is a monster kick. He knew every step of the way what he was about. He knew he had to give it everything. Skipworth knew he couldn't get the distance and wisely cut back and gave the handball off.
It's the Crows by 19. Riley had a good quarter. So is this man, McLeod, puts it back inside 50. Thompson and Walsh do battle. Thompson, he's kicked 3. He might have 4 before half-time. Magnificent kick. He is having a night out, Scott Thompson. And that was the best of them.
just the awareness to know that he was hot, just to sense that. This is something sometimes hard to coach. It's great build-up from the Crows. They've dominated in the centre in the second half of this quarter. McLeod's been really good.
Let's have a look at the tackle that doesn't get laid. There it is.
Yeah, I thought his spin and awareness, Rob, was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it just made it hard for the young fella Chapman to get him. That's just knowing. That's almost unteachable, some of that.
I agree with you, Malcolm. I reckon he has been, well, I don't know who's been a better, maybe Nathan Thompson, who went to the Kangaroos, has had a terrific season. But, gee, hasn't Scott Thompson done well coming back to Adelaide?
A catastrophic last couple of minutes for Port. Peter Burgoyne. They're a long way behind now. Doughty versus Salopek. And the Adelaide man does it well.
We could do with the Thompson in the Australian cricket team at the moment, Tim.
A hat-trick would be very handy.
And Mark Williams, Port Adelaide coach, he's put Brogan. Look, Perry's smart. He's making sure that at least it's a 1 against 2. He's not letting Brogan, and that's where Chaplin should drop off. So they've got some advantage there. Not a great advantage when it's 1 against 2 in close area.
You're quite right about that. That's fascinating, isn't it? He's a bit more experienced. Even Brogan's played a bit now. You'd think, just get off me, son. I'll get an easy kick yourself.
Edwards puts out the don't argue to Hudson. Little underground handball. So 25-point buffer to the Crows as the clock ticks down for half-time.
It's interesting, those goals came from centre bounces or when the team were playing 50-50. Wish they'd do it more often.
Blade won the tap. Hudson fed it out. Franco hasn't had much say in the game so far, just the 4 touches. And that will be half-time here in Showdown 18. And a couple of late goals has put the Adelaide Crows on top by 25 points. 8-5 place, 4-4.
Well, a good quarter by the Adelaide Crows. Port Adelaide tried to play the game on their terms, tried to keep possession of the football. They could only get 2 goals for the term. Adelaide, towards the end of that second quarter, just steamed forward. Strong centre breaks, impressive forward work. They were able to kick 5 goals.
Half-time, round 20. Adelaide lead Port Adelaide by 25 points.
This is the world through the eyes of Charlie, a mathematical genius with the ability to add up clues his detective brother can't.
Right, hold on. You know I got like a C in physics.
Don's the kind of cop who loves a challenge and never gives up.
I don't think you realize how hard you push yourself.
Add these 2 brothers together, and you've got one powerful duo.
Charlie, you're saying you can tell us where the killer lives?
Yeah. Starting Monday. People lie. Numbers don't.
You know, I don't know how I got in a situation where I need your help to do my job.
Hollywood heavyweights Tony and Ridley Scott bring you the biggest drama to premiere in the States this year.
The captivating new series, Numbers, premieres Monday on 10.
Rotary-powered 4-door Mazda RX-8.
Zoom.
RX-8.
Steve?
A sports car like no other.
It's fresh.
It's got lots of salad.
It's actually really nice.
Do you know who makes these? Oh, Deli. Deli, yeah. Deli.
No,
I think the man right there can tell you.
Deli Choices, the fresh taste from McDonald's.
What are you doing? I'm giving away a free base. Don't you get it? We're giving away a free bed base with a mattress. Buy this Health Connection mattress for only $1,099 and we will include a free base. Or this Dreamlander unique wool mattress for $12.99 with a free base. Or a superb Legend no-flip mattress for only $23.99 with a free base. So if anyone says that they can buy better than Dreamland's free base sale, tell them they're dreaming. Dreamland.
get it in, so you wear the doll with your grin.
Look, Cornu, fantastic packages. A lounge, twin recliners, coffee table, 2 lamp tables and 7-piece dining suite. Plus free fabric protection on all upholstery. 13 pieces, $19.99. Own it for under $13 a week. Just $13 a week with no deposit. Look, Cornu.
Ever since I had Jared, I realised I've been given this amazing, precious gift. I started to think about the kinds of ideals, values and beliefs that I wanted him to have.
Now that I'm thinking about the kind of values I want to pass on to my children, I realise they're actually the same ones Jesus taught.
You can take or leave religion, but I can't get away from the fact that a lot of what Jesus said made sense.
To find out what Jesus had to say about life, call 1300 512 312 or visit allaboutlife.com.au.
Go the Crows!
Go the Magpies! Go the Rooster.
Red Rooster's Footy Feast. Buy a quarter-time meal or full-time meal and you could win a package for 4 to the 2005 AFL Grand Final. Only at Red Rooster.
The Long Change. Brought to you by Primus Telecom.
Yes, half-time in Showdown 18 at Amy Stadium, and the Crows, well, they took control in the latter part of the second quarter, lead it by 25 points. Been pretty impressive, Adelaide.
Scotty Thompson going beautifully. He's part of that Brett Maloney, Brad Ottens deal, the three-way trade of clubs, and he is probably in front of the other two at the moment, which I reckon you would have got good money on when that deal was done. He is having an outstanding season for the Adelaide Crows.
Well, the other game being played tonight is at the MCG, Carlton and Collingwood, and we're into the third quarter, 10 minutes in, and the Blues 12-8-80, leading the Magpies 7-7-49, so the Blues by 31 points. Simpson and Koutafidis and Favola are 2 apiece, and Buckley, the star for the Magpies, has kicked 3 up to date. But Eddie Betts opened the scoring with a wonderful goal.
In electrifying fashion, didn't he, Chriso? But it's this bloke that you mentioned who's been really the star of the game, playing at full forward, which I guess is where everybody thinks Buckley's future might lay from now on with those dodgy hamstrings of his. He's played on Brett Thornton and just been Collingwood's real live wide, probably their sole hope in this match. If they can keep getting the footy into him, he's proven in this match he'll either kick the goals himself or set them up. He's just been absolutely magnificent.
He gave one off there to Nick Maxwell, and he was also involved in this passage of play coming up the ground.
Is this where he'll finish, you think? Will he finish as a permanent forward?
Well, to be honest, he could finish anywhere. He could finish as almost, if he was a permanent full forward, he could almost kick 100 goals, I reckon. But he may well end up playing across half-back where he'd be equally as effective.
His smarts on defenders is going to be the thing. Not only his capacity to get the footy and finish, but his defensive work's been great. But the way he knows how to find space and create space and double back is just overwhelming the Carlton defence tonight. This bloke's been outstanding. He's only had 3 kicks. Kicked 2 of the goals of the round. They've been fantastic, Carlton. They 3.5 wins, of course, going in. Collingwood with 5. Neither can really afford to win this game, but Carlton looks like it's going to at the moment.
And don't forget, coming up on the 20th of September, the AFL Grand Final lunch in Adelaide at the Adelaide Festival Centre, hosted by Sandra Sully and accompanied by Tim Lane, Stephen Silvani, and of course the great Malcolm Blight will be there.
Still no Michael Christian on that graphic?
Didn't get the invite. But speaking of Malcolm Blight, we've got a special treat in our half-time break because he joins us from Amy Stadium. A very good evening to you, Malcolm. What have you made of the Crows so far?
Well, good evening, boys, and I've made the Crows favourite to win this game because of the scintillating second half of that second quarter. What do you think about that?
Blighty, I think you're a fine judge. I've got to say, it's nice to see that they finally got, no offence to any of the blokes that have coached the club since you were there, but they've got a bloke there at the moment who seems to know how to steer the ship towards the premiership. He's going beautifully.
Yeah, look, he's a well-rounded human being, Neil Craig. Not probably known as well in Melbourne as Adelaide. Had a great playing record here. Had a coaching record that got Norwood to a grand final, of course, and was with me in the 97-98 years, and of course been assistant to Gary Ayres. So he's been around sport and footy a long time, and he's a good bloke. He's an honest bloke, but and he's got a great sense of humour. I really like him as a person.
Well, Malcolm, Port Adelaide are certainly missing one man tonight, and that's Byron Pickett. Wanted to get your thoughts on Byron Pickett. We're just showing some footage here of an incident 6 years ago with Brendan Crummell, cleaned him up, and then James Begley earlier this year, and also last week, of course, being rubbed out for a clash with Simon Wiggins. What have you made, particularly of last week's incident?
Well, I think if you go back to the first one, I'm not sure 6 weeks. I mean, it was pretty crude and all that. I would have thought 3 weeks for that one would have been my honest opinion. If you come back here again, it will be 6. The one last week, look, it's been going on in footy a long time. I would have thought maybe a week. If you do it again, it'll be 2. If you do it again, it'll be 3. I just reckon both, personally, they were both a bit harsh. Footy's going that way, unfortunately.
Well, it's certainly going to be an interesting second half. Malcolm, great to have you on. Look forward to your commentary in the second half and look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thanks, boys.
Malcolm Blight joining us from Amy Stadium, where the Crows are in control. They lead it by 25 points. So don't forget to tune in later tonight, Andy.
For the 5th quarter, of course, Michael.
Don't miss it. An update of all the latest footy news. We'll see you then. Back shortly to the boys in Amy Stadium. The Crows by 25 points.
The Long Change, brought to you by Primus Telecom.
Celebrity Ready Steady Cook is turning up the heat. Expect anything with Big Brothers Glenn and Michelle.
Premiering 7 o'clock Tuesday.
How hot will these two get in the kitchen? Celebrity Ready Steady Cook premieres Tuesday. The new hot, fresh toasted subs are here, like the chicken and bacon ranch sub. Toasted hot, inside and out. Subway, eat fresh.
You want anything from the shops?
No, thanks.
Yeah, very popular too if you're celebrating Ford's 80th anniversary in Australia with Falcon Mark II XT, winner of Australia's Best Family Car Award, with auto and edges $31,990 drive away. Only for a limited time and only at your Ford dealer.
Just arrived at exclusive to Discount City Carpets, Gracewood Timber Flooring. A classic collection of exotic single-plank hardwood timber flooring with a 20-year warranty at unbelievably low prices. Twist the salesman's arm now and receive free underlay at Discount City Carpets, all branches.
What you need?
Building or renovating, whatever your roofing needs, we've got them covered at Stratco.
What you need today?
If you were starting a business, you'd be wanting some pretty good advice.
We do everything as a family unit.
It's hard work.
We need to be noticed. Turn passion into profit.
The buck stops with you.
Red TV, 8 a.m. Sundays on Network 10.
Look on you, fantastic furniture in a value pack package. You get 2 futon sofa beds, lamp table, a coffee table, a dining table and 4 chairs and a 20-piece dinner set plus a bonus DVD. 10 pieces, $9.99. Own all of this for under $7 per week with no deposit. Look on you.
We never see anything finished in Australia land. Till one day, my wife, she say, "Otto, I find finished ours." And she showed me the ink. Silly. But I don't mind, because everything be tasting nicer. Yum.
Turn it up, dog. Now, Cody.
New German engineered 2-litre Ford Focus. Smooth as.
There are 17 good reasons for shopping at Truscott's. 17 months with no deposit, no repayment, no interest terms. That's 17 good reasons for buying an Acer 81cm LCD TV for only $21.95. 17 reasons for buying a JVC 76cm TV with DVD and cabinet at $300 off. And 17 reasons for buying a Pioneer 600-watt home theatre package for only $6.99. Truscott's can give you 17 good reasons for buying now. 17 months with no deposit, no repayments, no interest terms. Truscott's.
It has been an intense game here in Showdown 18 at Amy Stadium, this round 20 clash. So much at stake, particularly for Port Adelaide trying to hang in there. A couple of missed tackles has really cost them dearly. Scott Thompson having an absolute belter with 4 goals. And at half-time, there's a 25-point margin. 8-5 plays 4 for, as I said, Thompson 4 goals, is the only multiple goal scorer for the Crows, while Gavin Wanganeen kicked 2 goals in the first quarter and is playing quite well. But at the moment, it is Adelaide by 25 points and hard to see them being beaten in this game, Rob.
Well, they're going a lot harder than Port Adelaide, just a little bit that we saw there. They're not going hard at the football every time, Port Adelaide. This fella here, he's just got eyes for the football. and he's got a few mates in Rashudo and McLeod and Edwards, and he's been wonderful. He's been able to kick goals.
Great pickup at 22 years of age still.
Yes, look, he is an Adelaide boy. He went to the Demons, to Melbourne.
They didn't want to lose him.
No, they didn't want to lose him. But, gee, he's come back and enjoyed every minute of it. And we can just see there some of his contested possessions, 4 contested possessions. What I like about him, he's a strong body, he's a willing worker, he will get in close, he's an inside player, but he can also read the action and get out into space and finish off, as we've seen tonight.
Contested possessions in the forward line, twice as valuable. Gavin Wanganeen kicked 2 goals in the first quarter. How have you seen his game?
I think it was a good move to play him on the wing because they just needed to have Wanganeen kick some goals. He got a couple of goals in the first quarter and he looked really dangerous. The only question mark I have on him is, can he play at that level for 4 quarters? Has he got the fitness to go 4 quarters? I don't think he has.
Is he worth... he's flagged his intentions, maybe this will be his last year. I mean, would you try and talk him into playing next year as a burst player?
Well, it's got to be Gavin's decision. He must want to play. You can't force him. Maybe a change of role. Perhaps he does what McLeod does, starts games in the back line and then pushes forward as the game goes on.
Let's have a look at the Primus whiteboard, Adelaide's forward line.
Well, the worry about the Adelaide forward line as far as Port Adelaide's concerned is that they haven't got the size to go with players like Perry and Henschel and Welsh. You can see Scotty Welsh at full forward. Now, he's playing on Michael Wilson, who's a half-back flanker. Henschel out at half-forward. He's a big boy. He's playing on Sean Burgoyne, who is more of a midfielder. And Chaplin, of course, he's only played 4 games, and he's playing on Ian Perry, who's kicked the second highest number of goals for the Crows this year. So they've got their worries there.
Down the other end, how do you get Treadray into the game? Do you even give him a run on the ball?
Well, they could well do that because Lade and Brogan can play key forward, but at the moment, it's all the Adelaide Crows' way as far as Treadray goes. Now, Treadray has been a dominant player here for many, many years, and they'd be pretty happy that they've got him under control.
Another break, back for the third quarter in a moment. It's the Crows by 25 points.
What are you doing? I'm giving away a free base. Don't you get it? We're giving away a free bed base with a mattress. Buy this Health Connection mattress for only $1,099 and we will include a free base. Or this Dreamlander unique wool mattress for $12.99 with a free base. Or a superb Legend no-flip mattress for only $23.99 with a free base. So if anyone says that they can buy better than Dreamland's free base sale, tell them they're dreaming. Dreamland.
Sit down, fat lady. It ain't time to sing.
Very popular too, a viewer celebrating Ford's 80th anniversary in Australia with $1,000 in genuine Ford accessories, free on Territory TX. And for ABN holders, Falcon XL style side ute with air and cruise for just $24,990. Only for a limited time and only at your Ford dealer.
Adelaide's great northern lifestyle at McPherson Grove is so good, it's like scoring 2 marks.
Land from $65,000, family size home and land for just $169,000.
See what I mean?
No deposit, no legals, no worries.
Keep your $7,000 grant and your rent paid while they build. Full inclusions, even landscaping. Call to buy now.
13?
24, 66.
That's a lot of missed goals.
Not for a crow. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. I don't need it. That is good.
Yeah.
You can really taste the butterscotch in this. Yeah.
With Jarrah's range of unexpected flavours, surprising is no longer surprising.
Yeah, I'd like to get free for free.
Sorry?
I want to get free for free.
I'm sorry, what for free?
I want to get free for free. Free for free.
Oh, 3 for free?
Free for free, yeah, that's it.
Sure.
Does that include optical?
Yes, and dental.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Are you with me for community?
Call in to save on any two of these for just $50. Valentine Scotch, Canadian Club, Beefeater Gin, Finlandia Vodka, Kahlua and Jewel Scotch, plus get a bonus 2-litre Coke and 2 Crows or Port Power glasses. And Grabberry 5-litre casks, only $18.50 a twin pack. Or Cascade Premium Lager, just $42.99 a carton with 2 bonus glasses. See the web for more great offers.
There was some great goals from round 19, including this superb solo effort from Brisbane's Daniel Bradshaw.
Twisting, turning, oh, well done. Step goal, terrific.
Can he use the football? He gathers. Essendon speedster Andrew Lovett takes on the Swans' defence and drills it. But the winner of the Toyota Goal of the Year for round 19 is Sydney's Michael O'Loughlin with this brilliant banana kick at the Dome.
Welcome back. It's Adelaide leading Port by 25 points in showdown 18 at Amy Stadium. And if body language is anything to go by, I know we've said it before, but if it is, the signs are not great for Port Adelaide. They literally trudged off the ground at half-time, walked off, their heads down, not saying a lot at all to each other, although I dare say Mark Williams would have had plenty to say to them at half-time. And Mark, perhaps another concern for Port Adelaide.
Well, maybe, Christy. Let's just have a look at what happened just before half-time. This is Josh Franco and Michael Dowdy. Josh Franco may be getting a little bit frustrated. Maybe he was off balance, but there did appear to be some contact. So maybe the AFL Tribunal might have a look at that. We'll hear more about that in the next couple of days.
Some contact. No doubt about that one, boys.
Come on,
Blighty.
Did I just I was concentrating on watching it, and I actually...
Let's have another look.
Yeah, I actually looked at... I thought, did I see what I saw?
It was just pretty blatant, really, wasn't it? Cop that.
Oh.
It just looked as though they might be headed to the Ramsgate at half-time for a moment.
Wow.
I think he's a
The umpire was right there too. The umpire was standing right there.
Well, I'll nominate something here, Robert. I don't reckon footballers are allowed to do that.
No, that's... he'd be disappointed himself, Josh Franco. He's been out of the game for 2 years, 2 knee reconstructions. He struggled to find form. He almost won a Brownlow medal a few years ago. Terrific bloke, but I reckon frustration's getting the better of him at the moment.
So their season is on the line. The reigning premiers.
This is interesting. Warren Treadray is setting himself up on the wing. Now there's Treadray, and his opponent Rutten says, well, I'll come in about 20 metres behind you.
This is a big quarter for Port Adelaide.
And there's Rutten.
Receiving from Goodwin, but placing it straight to Wakeman. Not a good kick from Rutten. Port down by more than 4 goals. They've never not won at least one of the showdown matches in any season. Poor kick, bad turnover. Well, it should have been. Still will be. Perry on his wrong side. Rasciuto. Well, some untidy stuff early. Wingman Treadray against Wingman Burton. Matner now. Eventually it's Port's ball. Chaplin. But it's difficult for Pettigrew. He does pretty well. Makes a good fist of it. Not quite even. He's hurt himself. Wanganeen now. Peter Burgoyne. Sits it up and hopes. I think he was hoping for Marnie, even though Brogan had the height. But Adelaide controlled it. Hart to McLeod. Well, that's not a good placement either. And that's not good ball handling by Cassisi. And Goodwin comes away with the pickings.
She's been sloppy early by both teams.
Goodwin to half forward. That's a perfect kick to McGregor. Now Matner. Looks for Welsh. Wilson's had a ripping game. Done a great job despite the fact he's undersized. Chaplin hasn't been too shabby either. And that's a very clever kick to the wing. Just couldn't quite find touch. Burton
Ebert's crook.
Yeah, he's really struggling there. But it was a fairly innocuous incident too. Mattner loads up again into the pocket. Thompson dropped the mark. And Montgomery sees McGregor over the line.
He's off, he's in trouble.
He's a pretty tough nut.
Wasn't much in it,
He's for the mark.
Is young Brett Ebert. So he must be hurting.
He must have a pre-existing injury there for that to happen.
I've got a fair idea. I normally saw him with tape over that shoulder early in the year, and I just wonder whether he's starting to feel confident in it. And unfortunately, he's done it again.
He's going straight down to the rooms too. It is his shoulder.
Great acceleration, Peter Burgoyne. Now, he hasn't hit the target. And White never really able to get into the contest against Bock, who has been an excellent defender for Adelaide.
And for the first 3 minutes of this quarter, Warren Treadray in picture. He's getting in front of this boundary throw. He's just gone kick chasing. Now, Rutten's gone with him, but he's not playing as a forward. He's just chasing the footy, trying to get himself into the game. Just the 4 disposals in the first half.
Bigland couldn't quite control it.
Treadray's handball went straight to Rashuto, who gives it to Goodwin,
who squares it up into the hole. Getting there first will be Welsh.
Wilson hacks it out of mid-air. How's that for a pass?
To Corns.
To Walsh.
Now here's Treadray.
What can he do with the football? He looks for Marnie. Great kick, and Marnie doesn't let him down. Well played, Port Adelaide. What about the Wilson pass? Oh. Try that again.
Yeah, I just sort of got through Welsh's hands a bit too early. Easy there. He actually was gone and off. That was pretty ordinary play. Now, the 3-goal theory, Tim, we've talked about it. 3 goals, and they're not out of it.
In fact, they're in it.
Correct.
Josh Marnie, kicking from about 30 metres out. He's kicked 13-4 this season, conversion rate of 77%.
So should get it on average, and he does. Badly needed goal for the Power.
It's Idol's first big performance.
Yeah, when I kiss.
7:30 Tuesday in a 90-minute special. Our first 10 singers will rock the mic. And this time, you're the judge.
I think we're going to have a better top 12 than we did last year.
Continuing 7:30 Wednesday, Idol goes live.
It's their voice and your choice. Who'll get your vote?
I am so proud of every one of you.
Australian Idol, 7:30 Tuesday and Wednesday.
So Port score the first goal of the half.
Looking for the footy. You both got it. But jump up at the footy, okay?
Scott Jeffrey laying down the law.
Interesting. Treadray's playing on the wing on Burton now.
And just getting him into the game might well be a good move. Goodwin swings Adelaide forward. They've got Thompson in front. Again, a ball handling error. Should have held that mark. Sean Burgoyne, Walsh. Oh, he puts Corns under the pump. Did well. And Walsh puts himself under the pump, and I reckon that's deliberate. No, it's a throw-in. He's lucky. I think in the end, all he was wanting to do was carry that ball over the line. And I have some Pros fans in thorough agreement.
Ironically, I don't agree with the new holding the ball rule, but I reckon that's prior opportunity for quite a while, and then over the boundary line. That's probably the worst holding the ball I've seen all year not paid.
Biglands grabs it for Adelaide, scrubs the kick.
Nice trap
by Skipworth, who spun out of trouble. Got it to Goodwin.
There's a chance for the Crows.
Oh, across the face.
Bad miss there by Robert Shirley.
Oh, they're gimme, aren't they? They're heartbreakers. Break your heart, break the game open. Wow.
Pros have made a lot of errors since half-time. I wonder if they just came out a little self-satisfied after that great finish to the first half.
Well, they've been terrible the first 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Here's a go.
Chaplin, he needed to be precise, he was. Wakeland to Cassisi. Here's a chance for Port. White's their only hope in the air, but he was behind. Doughty, Rutten, Perry. And again, that Adelaide defence holds absolutely rock solid. Bock, Hart, Burton, Goodwin. They are a team, Adelaide. They string it together well. Good placement for Henschel.
Front on came Lade, and the barest contact is too much in those instances. A free kick, Henschel placing it into the wrong spot. More errors. Walsh to Montgomery, and Porter clear.
Pearce.
How does he use it? He does it well. This is White.
He thumps it long into the pocket, looking for Brogan. Marnie puts the head down, but his handle's coughed up. Goes straight to Rutten, and the Crows are away. To the wing, to Matner. Swings onto the left, and goes short to his captain. Rashuto into the middle. Very sloppy start to this third term by the Crows, and it continues as Perry coughs it up. Now can they make them pay, Port Adelaide? Corns puts it inside 50. Beautifully weighted kick for Wanganeen. Can he produce some magic? No, he can't. He's bowled over by Hart. Umpire lets it go. No, is it coming back? It is. It is a free kick to Wanganeen for in the back.
Well, Wanganeen started the game on the wing, kicked 2 goals in the first quarter. And I reckon he can't play 4 quarters out there, so the coach has put him in the forward pocket.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, well. I reckon it was in the back. Technical, but technically it was there.
Probably the tumble rather than the push.
If it's there, Wanganeen's always been a master of every last drop.
And that's where, when he played on the wing, he absolutely beat his opponent, Matner. 10 disposals to 3, and now he's on McLeod in the forward pocket.
He's kicked 2 and he's missed.
And what a contest that'll be. Andrew McLeod on Gavin Wanganeen.
Well, I thought he was about to place the second plank of the Malcolm Blight 3-goal theory into place. It was a great opportunity. Adelaide need to sharpen up a bit here. Bassett for Biglands, and he positioned himself well against White. Matner coming down the ground. He's a left footer. He's got it all set up, and he drives it home.
New Echo Rush comes with special editions, including alloy wheels, fog lamps, front power windows, and 3 years roadside assist, saving over $1,800. Toyota's special editions, added value and genuine savings, right now at your Toyota dealer.
Call it coast to coast.
Well, I tell you what, Biglands, how clever was Biglands, the big ruckman? It was just a well-weighted kick that Matner didn't have to break stride into reach.
4th goal this season for Matner.
Just the 8th of his career. It was a beauty.
As Port go inside 50, Marnie was the big flyer. Wanganeen again, harassed by McLeod. Wanganeen fed it out to Brogan, couldn't control it. Rutten can, over to Bassett. And now the big Roo, Rashuto, who's even got an attack of the fumbles, the skipper. Don't see that too often. Hart, great tackle.
Pearce to Corns. Pearce again, wobbles one towards goal, that's good enough. Playing just his 3rd match. He's kicked his 4th career goal, and it was a vital one for Port Adelaide.
Well, he called it here. This is jump from Marnie. He can jump, can't he?
Oh, what a great leap.
In fact, Brogan was the only one that got actually a fingertip on that to spoil it. And then this fumbly, messy bit, as we said, we see that great piece of play from Matner for the goal. And then Mark Rashuto fumbled one on the ground, and the wobbly kick went through.
Good perseverance from Port.
Oh, yep.
Malcolm, just an interesting one. Treadray on the wing. Burton's playing on him. Do you keep Rutten on Treadray, or do you let it go as it is?
I would have kept him on him just to keep him out the game.
Goodwin probing, but Port hold up for the moment. Montgomery to Chaplin. Sean Burgoyne. He's a slippery customer. Walsh, a nuggety one. And the line would be a good result for him.
He's had a really good night too, Walsh. Accepting when you've had the least points kicked against you, your balance of Rutten and Bock, those two youngsters at the back, seems to work for him.
Yeah, it has.
And Neil Craig's probably said, well, OK, that's fine. I think Burton can handle him aerobically and in the air. His strength's going to be the only problem.
He's just got to watch Treadray. If Treadray pushes forward.
Yeah.
His leg. His leg going front. Just watch the arms. Don't put your arms in his back. He falls over and then he's dived.
In this back line, this Adelaide, much more to Adelaide back line, I think that might be the quickest back line we've seen. Not the tallest, Robert, but certainly as quick as any.
I'll tell you a quick one in a second.
Late to half-forward free kick to Treadray.
Western Bulldogs. You watch the Western Bulldogs. They are quick. Now this is the worries when Treadray pushes down towards the 50-yard.
Yeah.
Treadray kicks it to the hot spot. Brogan's there. No mark. Pettigrew slung to the ground. Spills to Rasciuto, who heads straight for the line. Still alive. Wakeland. Now Pearce. Little terrier he is. Got the handball away. Cassisi. Sideways. Play on to Jew. He can load up here though. He bombs it long. Again to the tip of the goal square. Off the ground. It's a goal to White. Port fighting back. The value of the long kick.
Yes, the Stuart Dew kick to a dangerous spot put everybody under the pump, particularly the Adelaide Crows defenders. And from here on, it's a 50-50 result once it hits the deck. And White in the right spot.
Well, the fascinating thing here is that Burton's there. We know he is now, but have a look at that. Just the strength of White compared to Burton. And we saw that a bit earlier with Burton on Treadray.
And Ian Perry at half-forward for the Crows. He'll be exhausted. He was involved in about 5 contests out on the wing.
Renewed endeavour from Port. The signs are much better. The margin back to 13. The old veteran Lade just banging it forward. Cassisi not quite able to drag McLeod down. Skipworth seeks out Biglands. Pettigrew might be able to do him on the ground. He does pretty well. Free kick, high tackle, he did very well. Free kick 16-9 Port's way.
Huge. And the crowd into it now.
Port rising from the dead here. Oh, and there's a man loose. It's Cassisi. Oh, and somehow he's managed to not mark it. Can he make something of it yet? Yes, he can! The margin is 7 points. Well, it was an awful mess. But in the end, the left foot snap was very clever. They kicked 4 goals to 1 for the quarter.
Just not getting the ball out the middle consistently like Adelaide to get it in the forward line. And, gee, this is real pressure now. Got the game under control.
They have fumbled for all of this quarter. And now, Port Adelaide, they've got a real sniff.
And boys, the crowd lifted too. Corns fed it out to Treadray. Tackle when he didn't have it. Umpire let it go. Crows work it forward. Good trap by Henschel. Sidesteps from 50. He goes for home. It's across the face. Wakeling got held, and that's the way the umpire sees it. But advantage is paid. And the power away again is Burgoyne. Kicks to half-back. Montgomery. Excellent mark. Under a fair bit of pressure from Thompson.
He's got to get it moving. They've got players forward.
It was a good mark. He's taken a lot of them during his pretty lengthy career. He goes in the Treadray direction. I'll tell you, this move is proving a pretty good one. Kane Corns receives from the new wingman. Now Marnie just lost the footy. Goodwin mops it up. He's holding Adelaide together at the moment.
And that's why I agree with Malcolm. I think Rutten should be moved out to play on Treadray. Don't worry about whether Treadray's on the wing. Just get on him.
Third possession in this play from Goodwin. He's after Welsh. Wilson's with him all the way. He's got him. And they win the free kick. The tide is flowing Port Adelaide's way.
And beautiful ball handling skills from Scott McLaren there too. He got it back. Jew. To Corns. Not much on offer. Now he stabs it into the middle and finds Wakeland.
Yeah, Treadray pushing into the forward 50.
Walsh provides the run, but he's run down wonderfully. But a high tackle said the umpire's coming back. It's against Mattner.
Oh, the Coast fans go berserk.
Well, the momentum certainly swung Port Adelaide's way. They have to make the most of it now on the scoreboard.
It's been good, this bloke. Really good, Walsh.
He's had 22 disposals.
He's run hard.
Yeah, Treadray down forward.
Walsh has to go to Wakeland to Jew.
Now can he
Use it. It's another big bomb from Stuart Jew to the tip of the goal square. It's bounced. It's a point.
Bit of hesitation down there by the Crows defence too.
Oh, that'll happen all night. Brett Burton's a great aerialist, but just the power of that fella's just he'll beat him all the time.
There is a goal, the difference. Port have had the last 7 free kicks. The count is 19-9. There could be civil war very shortly. Burton, Prosciutto. They need steadiness and leadership right now.
I'd almost put him full forward, Prosciutto, because the forward line's really not doing a lot.
Went for McGregor, just too strongly though. And Wakeland stands firm. I think Perry's come on to spot up Treadray, Rob. They made the change there.
Yeah, that worries me because I don't know if Treadray will be able to run with him out wide.
Chaplin to White. Wilson doing some running out of defence. A weary-looking Welsh trots after him. Good pass. Brogan back to Wilson. The veteran still going. And Adelaide from beyond range. The man on the mark is just outside 50. Into the hot spot. Treadray is there. Couldn't get into the contest. Marnie. McLeod. Adelaide hold up, and they needed to. And he doesn't waste any time, Andrew McLeod, as he switches and does it very well. To Rutten. Now he plays on. Oh, gee, the handball just found Bock. Gee, they're under the punt. The Crow, I don't know what's going on since half-time.
Might have had the drink spot.
Anyway, Henschel's got it.
Oh, Rob, you can't say that anymore.
Port win it back. Chaplin to Jew, who's starting to come into the game. The Wanganeen, who switches. Wakeland, he's got support in Walsh. He's having a blinder. This is disposal 23. Back to Wakeland from a standing start. His target's Treadray, but popping in front. Not taking the mark, but winning possession. Was White to Walsh. He is on fire. He gets it to Treadray. Just to even up the game, but he's gone across the face and just sneaked it home for one behind in the end. Peter Walsh leading the charge. Port playing inspired footy, having gone to the half-time break looking beaten. Edwards goes very wide, dangerously. Hart has McGregor loose. Can't break. Martin just 5 points. Port producing a wonderful quarter here against all the odds. Thompson, the man who did so much damage in the first quarter. The only damage here is inflicted on his own. Now Marnie running into space. Marnie waiting for it. Will it sit for him? No, it won't. How frustrating.
He had about 20 metres free.
He just couldn't find him.
The Wanganeen kick just wasn't good enough, but Scott Thompson turns it over, and you turn it over in the midfield, you usually pay the penalty, and they should have had a score kicked against them.
Well, in the end, it was a lucky break for Adelaide.
This is an amazing turnaround, isn't it? It's just not about Treadray sitting on a wing, surely. It's about skill errors.
Corns to Burgoyne. Keeps the ball alive. Brogan, not 15. Play on.
Now the kick finds Bock deep
in defence.
Yeah, he's got no one to go to either, so he'll go backwards.
Not 15.
You heard the umpire, so Hudson.
What can the big fella do? He finds McGregor right on defensive 50.
McGregor's now been moved on to Treadray. So they went Burton, that didn't work. Perry, He blew up with exhaustion. Now they've got McGregor.
Perry now.
And the bloke that's beat him all night's still sitting at full-back on Brogan, who doesn't look dangerous. Still.
Shirley. And they've only just reached the centre after all that. Doughty. A 4-goal-to-1 quarter by Port Adelaide in a low-scoring match. John Cock. Chaplin stands in his path. Adelaide needing that steadying goal. Bassett.
Gee, they've chipped it.
Welsh, and he hangs on. But he's a long way out. He's going to have to kick it about 60 metres to clear the pack. Wilson just couldn't go with him that time. Treadray's attempt to spoil, not finding much footy. Now Bassett to the hot spot. Is it a mark? No play on the call. No mark. 2 pairs of Adelaide hands involved.
Good call.
High tackle. Free kick.
Oh, you're tricking.
He got it first. Or is it?
No. Looked like a mark.
I thought he'd indicated a high tackle. Now Welsh, touch ball. Chaplin on his wrong side. He dallied and he's gone.
I reckon the umpire is very, very pleased to be able to play a free kick there because he really made a blue on the mark.
You think so, Rob? I thought it looked to the naked eye that Hudson had actually touched it.
Yeah. Geez, that's bad awareness.
Yeah.
Look, the kid's only played a few games. He's very much a left-sided player, and he's just got to learn to have confidence to go on the right boot.
No, stay there. That's it, Sean. Thank you.
I reckon that one's holding the ball.
I agree with you on that, Malcolm.
Big kick.
So Skipworth has missed.
Well, I must say, I'm a bit shocked by Port's quarter. They looked down and out, didn't they, at the end?
They did. I mean, they walked off at half-time dispirited.
So it's the Crows gave them a Smith with some bad ball handling, bad kicking.
First 5 minutes of this quarter, the Crows made countless errors.
It's at half forward for Adelaide. Port win possession. Great run down by Rashuto, but he's been keen for holding the ball. But he might have got in his back. So Rashuto's got it at half forward. Yep, that's a fair enough decision. Kick to the goal square. Perry works his way to the front. And a rush behind. The 4th of the night for the Crows. And that makes it an even, no it doesn't, it makes it 7 points in favour of Adelaide.
Ready to come on, that's a good sign.
Well, look at all these Port players huddling out one way wide. You would suspect they're committed to go to that side now.
Sean Burgoyne just dabbing it short. They've got to get it right here. Chaplin having made an error a moment ago.
There it is.
Bangs long. Treadray is at the drop of the ball, but it cleared him. Montgomery just looking to dab it to Franco. And now to knock it on to Kane Corns. Got Peter Burgoyne running if it'll stay in, and it will. Sure hands from Burgoyne and great skills. He wins a free kick. Been reversed. Bad lapse of discipline by Burgoyne. Bassett's ball.
Well, I can see 3 guys sitting alongside me here, all shaking their head at the same time. Can you believe all that? It's just undisciplined, isn't it?
It is. They had the flow, they had the run, they've got the Crows on the ropes, and you just turn a definite kick to you over to the opposition. And that's why you and I aren't coaching anymore, Malcolm.
Squares it up to Hard, who gets it to Bassett. Now Hudson. Oh, gee, they're mucking around with it, Adelaide. Look at that, Ed. To check those drink bottles, Rob, you might be right.
Oh.
They have got the Judas.
Matner. Now McLeod. He goes to half forward, but even he misses the target. This is unbelievable. John Cock
Back to Matner.
To Rusciuto, turfs it out wide to McLeod. He's run down, can't break the 3 tackles. Now Johncock has another crack. Advantage paid. Henschel goes for home, and he might have kicked it. He has squeezed it home.
Right now, Prime.
I am ready now.
No, not yet.
Sorry.
As I was saying right now, if you bundle your home phone with an iPrimus broadband plan, you'll get broadband modem free.
That's right.
Not yet.
Sorry.
And $0 setup. Plus you'll also get, okay?
Alright, you also get me the amazing 2.4 GHz Doro cordless phone free.
So call Primus now and get me and the amazing Doro free.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's another red time goal for the Crows, and it gives them a 13-point buffer.
Less than a minute on the clock. Warren Treadray slipped into the forward 50.
Adelaide kicked 2 in the last 2 minutes of the second term. Secondary ball up here.
And Treadray forward, Rutten his opponent. And I think
Kane Corns a ruckman for a moment, but straight to Skipworth. Rusciuto just lost it on the bounce. Cochrane. Chaplin gets rid of it this time. Ebert's back on his wrong side. Not a great kick. Adelaide with the numbers. Bock needs sure hands.
Bye.
Doughty to Matner. Dangerous when he can break loose. And he's a pretty deadly kick. Henschel, who kicked that last goal, almost gave himself another crack at them.
He's got a nice early jump. Henschel just couldn't get a hold of that one, but just needs a knee in front of him to get that touch more lift.
So great fight back by the Power in that quarter.
They still trail by 13 points at the last change, but we have a game, Robert and Malcolm.
yes, well, 4-2, and you'd have to say that after the first 5 minutes of that quarter, when Crows fumbled, it was all Port Adelaide. They really got the ball moving. Moving this man to the wing, Malcolm, it did have some effect, because I just reckon for a while there, Neil Craig wasn't quite sure what to do. Ended up with 3 different opponents on him.
Yeah, and the other thing is that they were kicking with the breeze. I know we've overlooked that probably in that quarter. Kicking into the forward line wasn't great. The ball handling wasn't great, but however, they still lead.
Final change, the Crows lead the Power by 13 points.
One patient, 2 doctors.
I'm Marty Hamilton.
One patient, 2 diagnoses.
I'm getting confused.
House is about to have a battle of the diseases.
You're both excellent doctors. Thank you.
But with his reputation on the line, how far will House go to win?
Are you asking us to jeopardize our medical licenses for this treatment?
May the biggest ego win.
Can I board? Can't wait for the commercial. Marty.
All new House, 8:30 Wednesday on 10.
The new hot, fresh toasted subs are here, like the chicken and bacon ranch sub. Toasted hot, inside and out. Subway, eat fresh.
What's your lifestyle?
City Living. Selected floor stock clearance on now. Save up to 30%.
When your lifestyle is City Living furniture, it's your lifestyle.
Bring your DIY dreams to life at Stratco. Power saw and guide combo, a Stratco Super Special, $99. Boral plasterboard from only $13.95. Stratco Handy Gable Shed in colour from just $679. Hills Prime Signal Antenna, a low $39. And Ceiling Fan Draft Stopper, a Stratco Super Special, $29.95. DIY and save at Stratco.
What you need today.
Just arrived and exclusive to Discount City Carpets, Gracewood Timber Flooring. A classic collection of exotic single-plank hardwood timber flooring with a 20-year warranty at unbelievably low prices. Twist the salesman's arm now and receive free underlay at Discount City Carpets, all branches.
Hello?
I gotta go. You could turn your favourite Cadbury bar into a new mobile. Every hour, Cadbury is giving away the feature-packed Sony Ericsson K300i. Plus, there are 50,000 Vodafone Red SIM starter packs to be won. Shh. Buy a specially marked bar and SMS for your chance to instantly win.
What's your lifestyle?
City Living. Selected floor stock clearance on now. Save up to 30%.
When your lifestyle is City Living Furniture, it's your lifestyle.
Don't wait! Camry V6 Altice Auto now comes with 3 years roadside assist, 4 years free servicing, and a 5-year extended warranty.
Oh, what a feeling! Toyota.
Network 10 Adelaide would like to acknowledge the support of their 2005 local AFL sponsors, Truscott's and Toshiba, the Plasma, LCD and Surround Sound Specialists. Booze Brothers, proudly South Australian owned. And Stratco, what do you need today?
See that too often. Hart, great tackle. Pearce to Corns. Pearce again. Wobbles one towards goal. That's good enough. Have a look at this at three-quarter time. Desperate measures for Port Adelaide. Mark Williams leading his charges over to the Port Adelaide faithful. Right in front of the cheer squad, trying to lift his troops, gentlemen. We've seen that a few times over the years.
Yes, well, it is actually a Port Adelaide home game, and that's where the Port Adelaide masses are, over there in the outer.
13 points. 68 plays, 55 in favour of the Crows. Thompson's kicked 4. Wanganeen's got a couple for Port Adelaide. As we have a look at fresh legs, which will play a vital role in this last quarter.
Well, Solopek, he's got plenty of run in him, hasn't been used a lot. Josh Franco on and off the ground. Daniel Pearce, who kicked a terrific goal in the third term. So they've got a bit to come on. Fresh legs, Skipworth, little fella, he's got plenty of run. Riley's been doing tagging jobs, and also Graham Johncock. He'd have plenty of gas left, but there's the captain. He'd be pretty dirty on himself for making that fumble in the third term that ended up being a goal to Port Adelaide. We are set for a fantastic final quarter.
Christie and Mark.
Thanks, Stephen. Well, as you can hear, the crowd is going absolutely crazy, especially the Port Adelaide fans, as you said, after Mark Williams took the team over near the crowd. They are just going crazy.
Yeah, it's a Port home game, as we know, but there's still a lot of support for the Crows, and considering the predicament that Neil Craig finds himself in at three-quarter time, he was still pretty relaxed.
Treadray starting on the wing in the distance. Burton, his opponent.
And McLeod's gone forward for Adelaide, who kick with the wind and make the takeaway. Shirley just scrambling it into the 50. Perry trying to bring it down to Henschel. Sean Burgoyne, who has McLeod. And Porter able to take it away in the Treadray direction. Treadray and Burton. Tough contest for the ball. Port win it. Corns. As ever, a big ball winner for Port. Extracted it. Cochrane to Jew. And Porter on the break now. Whoa. Needs to use that explosive kicking power. Franco. Wanganeen. He's clear. And he has done it. He's third on the margin of 7 points.
Don't wrestle with your budget. Come to Bunnings Warehouse for the lowest prices every day. Halogen work light, a bright $8.96. China vanity basin, just $59. Rotary hammer drill kit, only $79. Paint roller on a pole, an amazing $9.98. 10 kilo briquette heating fuel, only $5.98. If you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
there's the Port Adelaide forward line. They've got a cluster down there near the goal square. Neil Craig's made a move. He's got McGregor playing out on the wing on Treadray. He took Burton off. There's McGregor coming into it now.
Adelaide by 7. McGregor head over the football, caught high, free kick.
Remember in their first round meeting, McGregor played on Treadray and played a great game. So it's and he was well held by Wakeland. I think he's been a very good player tonight for Port.
McGregor pumps it inside the 50 to Perry. Oh, Wilson got in his back. Umpire let it go. Due again. Not much to go to. And he got as far as Shirley. And he doesn't waste the ball on this occasion as he finds Biglands. And Big Rat will go back and be kicking from 35 metres out on a slight angle.
Yeah, much better finish there, and what can you do to stop that? But what had happened back further caused all that problem.
Who's on the mark?
He's kick one.
Go out. Go out.
And just a slight angle, as I said, about 35 metres out. Just to give the Crows a bit of breathing space.
I'd love to show him that, Robert. See his hand move on the ball just as he's about to kick it. It actually was a double movement of his hand. I was actually watching his hand, see why he does miss some. If we just watch this, if we can watch this, watch his hand now, that right hand. See that goat moving?
Yeah.
So you've always got action on the ball. You know, the best way to do it is actually try and keep it nice and neat and tidy.
He might have just had the thought at the last minute as to whether it was a left foot or a right foot ball.
Yeah.
Horrifying prospect as you're coming in to take your shot at goal.
Now, Tim, that's about stitching. It's about the stitching of the ball. But we went through all that, and Mr. Sharon said they were all perfect, so we all believe it.
We'll discuss it over a beer after the match. High ball from Charlie Chaplin down in the back half for Port Adelaide. The Burgoyne boys. Wakeland now due. Gave it up a moment ago, almost at great cost, and he's found Biglands, who was the beneficiary in the end of Dew's kick to Robert Shirley a little while ago. And now here's Rashudo. He loaded up and kicked a long goal in the second quarter to this end. This time he gives it to Perry right in front.
Malcolm, just the Stuart Dew kick looked as if the wind caught it a bit. And you reckon there's about a 2-goal advantage out there?
Yeah, I do actually. And he was just off balance there. He didn't hit it right, so the wind will get it. Now, I'd love that. Watch this goal. Yeah, got it.
Perry.
High five.
Whoops.
There it is.
Are you guys okay?
Classic.
Well, as Malcolm said, the breeze is still pretty strong heading towards the southern end of the ground, so definitely in Adelaide's favour.
Yeah, the flags never lie, Christy. It's great to have an outdoor stadium again, isn't it?
But it's not raining.
No.
Goodwin won the ball to Biglands, who pumps it long. It's a thumping kick into the pocket. Henschel, can he keep it alive? No, he can't.
Geez, it was a good roost by Biglands there, and what I liked about him, contested the centre bounce and then helped out in the clearance. That is the strength of this Crows team. The two ruckmen, once the ball hits the deck, they are effective players in Biglands and Hudson.
Couldn't agree more, Robert. They really do have a second effort in them.
Big moment in the game here. Another goal here and put Port 20 down, and that would be trouble. Rashuto around the corner. It's close.
That's a Port Adelaide free.
Yep.
That's a free kick.
And Stuart Dew looks hurt.
He's had a right on that coccyx.
Stuart, you're right to take your kick, mate. You're right.
Let's have a look here. Stewie has to. That's got to hurt.
It's a Port Adelaide free kick, and they've set up a huddle out at centre half back. You can see that starting to break now.
Holding up here. The arms around.
So a free kick up the ground. Port's ball at half-back against Rashudo.
He's a free kick. Come round, Stuart.
Cochrane's ball, and he has Michael Wilson loose for him. Port have really got to do a lot right kicking into this win. Brock been excellent. And it's well held up by Adelaide.
Hughes coming off, Tim.
Yes, he came down hard. Entries to the 55-1 this quarter for 1 goal apiece. Port need to maintain that efficiency rate. Can they do it here? Sean Burgoyne up from the back half, from a long way. He's done it.
Don't wait. With Toyota's special editions, 7-seat Kluger CV Sport has over $3,500 of extras. Alloys, front fog lamps, roof rails and rear spoiler from $44,490.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Go the Crows! Go the Magpies!
Go the Rooster.
Red Rooster's Footy Feast. Buy a quarter-time meal or full-time meal and you could win a package for 4 to the 2005 AFL Grand Final. Only at Red Rooster.
And that's how the Port Adelaide forward line is setting up. They've all gone down to the goal square. Just enormous space between the bounce of the ball and those players forward. So if they can get a break going their way, Port Adelaide, there's no one at the centre-half forward position. They can run through with the footy.
Crows by 8. Burgoyne, who kicked the last goal, puts the foot on the accelerator. Look at him go. Oh, he went without it. He had 2 bounces. He's muffed it up. Oh, what a mistake. Can the Crows make it count? Thompson measures the handball to Goodwin, who kicks it into the corridor. It's a beautiful kick. And boy, oh boy, what an error.
What an error. What composure, though, by the Crows. We saw Rashudo out wide, square it into the middle channel.
He was away.
We saw Goodwin.
He was well and truly away and headed for goal.
Oh, dear.
The only thing I liked about this, I mean, I know it's happened. Andrew McLeod was actually chasing from behind a fair way, and he got the ball back. So, I mean, it was great that he was actually chasing.
Henschel's kick 1. Got the breeze behind him. From right on 50, he will kick. It is a ripping kick.
Cheers, mate.
Jeez, I wouldn't camp there for you.
There's drop bears.
Drop bears?
They're like a bigger, meaner sort of koala bear.
Then they drop from the tree.
Yeah.
And then grab your head by the head.
Classic.
A heartbreaker for Port Adelaide. Is it a backbreaker? Well played, Brogan. Corns. They keep on coming. They've been into their 50 twice for 2 goals. Pettigrew out position. Marnie beautifully. Franco around the corner. Brilliantly. Trent Ray.
Great play, Franco. Franco helped set up that last goal with a handball to Montgomery, who got it over to Burgo and Sean. And Marnie, magnificent. Franco, smart.
Good vision, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the centre breaks, gee, the centre breaks are so important, and Port Adelaide got that one. They've got all of their forwards deep.
Has to kick this. And does. And Port aren't done with yet.
Right now,
I am
Prime.
ready now.
No, not yet.
Sorry.
As I was saying right now, if you bundle your home phone with an iPrimus broadband plan, you'll get broadband modem free.
That's right.
Not yet.
Sorry.
And $0 setup. Plus you'll also get, okay?
Alright, you also get me the amazing 2.4 GHz Doro cordless phone free.
So call Primus now and get me an amazing Doro free.
Oh yeah, baby.
And there's the Adelaide forward line. They've got Rashudo up forward deep. Edwards alongside him. McLeod was there, and the coaches moved McLeod in for this centre bounce.
Tread race first for the night. Adelaide's lead cut to 8. Burgoyne just lost a handle on it, but desperate stuff. Magnificently done by Burgoyne. Sean over to Peter. Now to Wanganeen. To half forward, and Corns takes the mark. That was wonderfully done by Sean Burgoyne.
Gee, Burgoyne's been fantastic off the wing, hasn't he? Running in and reading it.
And here he is. Inside 50. Matner's away.
Sean Burgoyne put him there. And yet again,
Mark's here, downfield, free kick.
efforts have been undone by something not so good. And Adelaide will punish him again.
And again, Rashudo setting up a teammate inside the forward 50.
Scott Thompson lining them up with the man on the mark, 25 metres out.
Yes, it's one of the great skills of Rashudo's kicking ability. Generally speaking, finds a target as we watch this again, and that is just too high. That one might be looked at too, Rob.
Yes, it would be looked at. I'll tell you what about Matner. I reckon he was prepared to get the hit.
Yeah.
To steady, to get the kick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
He was prepared to get smashed in order to put it to the advantage of his team, rather than kick it a step or two earlier and be safe. So well done to Martin Matner.
Scott Thompson's 4 goals on a night that's yielded only 23, a telling contribution. But he adds only a minor score this time. And Port are still very much alive. The defending champions aren't going down without a monumental fight.
I reckon what we've seen tonight with the Crows is that they can be shaky at certain stages in a game.
I think this is a typical game where they score in bursts, then they're very defensive. It's a very typical, consistent Adelaide performance that we've seen most of the year.
Walsh kicks to a contest. Terrific mark in front. Wakeland's the man. Over to Chaplin. Now Peter Burgoyne. Little fancy sidestep. Oh, he's under the pump now. Just wobbles one to the wing. There's a poor finish. Rutten. Shirley. Doughty. Bock.
Cool.
To half forward, the kick's good. He finds Rashudo, who thought about loading up. He now takes it to the 50. He goes bang! Cut that! Two to the skipper. And the margin's out to 15.
Tell us a bit about him, Malcolm. You coached him. He missed the first premiership, played in the second, I think.
Yeah, he had bad groins, Rob, osteo, and oh, look, he's a wonderful kick, reader of the game. If you let him go, he'll hurt you like that all the time, and he can very rarely misses goals. He's a beautiful kick under pressure, and a wonderful player for the club.
I just think it's been a good move by Neil Craig to position him in the forward line for this last quarter.
It's just about looking beyond possibility for Port Adelaide now. They've got to kick 3 more, and they've given away a free kick. Matner's ball. Still going after being semi-poleaxed a little while ago. Goodwin a clever kick as he was met to Bassett. And Rashudo well away from goal this time. Almost halfway through the quarter.
Kick it now.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, it's a great kick. Wow.
He wanted to hook it around the corner and he just steered it too far. Pearce makes the steal and gives to Pettigrew. There's Port. Patiently work it. Their efficiency in this final quarter has been absolutely exemplary. Marnie had to wait and was in bother. Edwards, quiet night. Perry now sends a trainer scurrying for cover.
Injury out there, Tim. Big injury, I think.
Oh, wow.
It's Hudson, I think. And this could well be A season-defining moment for the Adelaide Crows. He has been their main man in the ruck this year. 5 in the AFL in hit-outs, 7 in hardball gets.
Looks like a hip. It looks like he's holding his hip.
It looks like a right knee.
I think, yeah.
And you hate to see this. Yeah, definitely going for the right knee.
Do you think it was when he landed and it's just pushed it forward a bit?
While we wait for Hudson to go off on the stretcher, a terrible sight. Let's have a look at the Primus whiteboard, Rob, the Adelaide forward line.
Well, this is how Neil Craig set his forward line up in this all-important final quarter. And you can see Rashudo and Edwards and Thompson, 3 strong players who can keep the ball locked in, but they also set up, particularly Rashudo, who set up a couple, kicked a long goal himself. Ian Perry's giving them a contest out at half forward, and Henschel's been surprisingly good, kicking a couple of goals in the second half.
A terrible sight.
I guess the good thing for the Crows, whilst it's terribly sad that Hudson's injured because he's had a great year, Biglands is the perfect replacement.
I think you've got to extend this a bit now and say Matthew Clark, the forgotten other ruckman.
He was an emergency tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that, and but a different type of player.
Well, Matthew Clark, who I know well because I coached him, and he was a wonderful player for a long time. He hasn't been given much opportunity.
He's played 1 game this year.
Doesn't take marks around the ground. He's probably over his 10-year career, longer than that, been one of the best tap ruckmen, but just doesn't cover the ground. And we spoke about the great advantage of Hudson and Biglands was that when the ball hit the deck, they were a midfield type player because they got plenty of it. Matthew Clark hasn't been able to do that during his career. So it looks as if Biglands will carry the ruck and Clark might just come on and play 10 minutes a quarter if that's the way that if Hudson doesn't come up.
Here's the live ladder as it stands at the moment, the top 4. Eagles a couple of games clear of the Crows, who are 2 games clear of the Saints.
Could it, let's not count him out, hey? It just looked as though he hit the ground. I just wondered if the hip popped, but it did look like the knee in the end, didn't it?
You hope for him, don't you?
Yeah.
26 years of age, came from the VFL.
Yeah.
The chance might never come again.
As we said, having a terrific season. Let's hope it can continue. Almost at the halfway mark of the last quarter. Adelaide lead the power by 15 points. Here's Hudson's replacement, Biglands, in the ruck against Brogan. Franco. Kick around the corners, good. Brogan, dropped the marker, should have taken it, had time to butter up. Dished it to Treadray, who goes into the pocket. Couldn't find Pearce. Ebert's there. In the back.
And there's still a look of belief in the eyes of the Port players. Good ball, Brogan arriving, got the hands onto it. Did you get a foot onto it? Did he?
It's alive.
It's alive. Oh, the Port players thought they scored a goal.
Oh, it's got an elastic band on it.
We're going to see a replay at some stage of that.
Bassett's ball.
Oh, dear.
Well, Tiger Woods would have been proud of that backspin.
Gee, they cannot let this fella be free.
What a lucky let-off for Adelaide. Now Biglands.
Oh, don't go to ground,
Franco.
Son. That's a very ordinary piece of play if you're going to be #1 ruckman. Here we go.
Here's Dew. Oh, he missed it by a whisker. That's hit the post.
No.
Yeah, it has.
I reckon the ball hit the post.
Have a look, have a look.
It's hit the post. It's hit the post. No, it's hit the post between the goal umpire's legs. Therefore, he can't see it. So he's... No, I'll leave that all that alone.
We'll have to have another look at that.
There's a good reason why I couldn't see it. Doesn't matter.
I got you, Malcolm. The ball's at half forward for Adelaide. Thompson, great tackle, Wanganeen. Now Peter Burgoyne. He pumps it long to the 50. Jew's there wrestling, but all by himself. It's hard to cut it off.
Bassett, McGregor on the Treadray bump. Now Matner, happy to see it over. So 8.5 minutes left.
Here it is. The ball bounces.
Oh, just missed it. And it did. It hit the post.
Oh.
It's hit the post.
It's hit the post, all right.
And the umpire...
Well, you can't say the umpire wasn't in the perfect position.
Fred Ray climbing in. Casey, Corns.
That's a shocker. That's a shocker.
It is.
White couldn't get there for the aerial contest. McGregor takes it safely.
Don't go with the line, Robert. Just behave yourself and keep...
Special commenting, thank you.
You've seen the ball goes between your legs and you lean up against the post. Could you presume it actually touched the post?
John Cock.
Wow.
You excuse the coincidence.
To the wing.
And the mark's taken by Henschel. To Perry. Still the Crows by 15. Plenty of time left. Will there be another twist in this game?
Perry thumps it inside 50. Brogan.
It's not hanging onto his marks.
Now Kane Corns deep in defence.
Now here's a break. Walsh has been excellent. He's had 24 touches. He has a couple of bounces. He works the ball forward.
Now can he open them up? Peter Burgoyne, whose skills are superb. He took on and beat off Doughty with supreme confidence, but his kick's not great for Tread Ray. Led to the ball by McGregor. Made it a contest. Hart. Good pressure though from Port.
See, Tread Ray did well, didn't he, to create the contest?
He did. It was 3 against 1. Tread Ray by himself kept the ball locked in the forward 50.
Well, they've got to conjure a goal from this. Ooh, that was a dangerous leap from Biglands. He could have given away a free. McLeod. Bock. Steady all night. Safe delivery, but a bad miss by Shirley. Bock arrives to help him out of a jam. And delivers pretty well for Thompson. Good effort, Montgomery reaching around him. And Walsh there to help. That is what they used to call stacks on the mill.
Kane Corns, 29 disposals for Port Adelaide. Sean Burgoyne, 27. Walsh, 25. While for the Crows, 29 to Goodwin, 26 to Rasciuto.
19 each to Thompson and McLeod.
Adelaide
leads Port Adelaide by 15 points.
Still time.
Cassisi to Peter Burgoyne.
Only as far as John Cock. These switches. And the mark's taken by Hart.
Adelaide holding together. Goodwin finds some space, but the ball doesn't bounce for him. Wanganeen prizes it open for Sean Burgoyne. Ebert. Now Chaplin with Goodwin in some bother. Wanganeen again. Brogan. Clever kick for Walsh. A lot of space out there. Can he find a target? Franco will do.
Goodwin coming off Tim.
Too far out to score. Clever kick. And Cassisi can line them up. And if he can kick this, it will keep Port alive.
Let's go to Mark Hastings with a report on Hudson.
Yeah, the official line from the Crows is that it is a knee strain. So at this stage, Ben Hudson with a knee strain, and Simon Goodwin, as we've just observed, has come off.
1 metre ahead, Warriors. Long win, mate.
Dominic Cassisi with the most important kick of the night. The man on the mark, 25 out. The angle, 45 degrees. The wind, a problem. The pressure, intense. The kick, absolutely perfect.
Go the Crows! Go the Magpies!
Go the Rooster.
Red Rooster's Footy Feast. Buy a quarter-time meal or full-time meal and you could win a package for 4 to the 2005 AFL Grand Final. Only at Red Rooster.
Don't wait. With Toyota's special editions, RAV4 CV Sport has over $3,000 of extras, including alloys, fog lamps, bonnet scoop and spoiler from just $31,940.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Goodwin looks okay. 9-point ball game. Still plenty of time left.
Mattner on this wing on Sean Burgoyne. Burgoyne having had 8 disposals.
And here he comes. Peter Burgoyne steams down the corridor. Kick slightly off the side of the boot. And it's a rush behind. 5 to go. 8 points the difference. Adelaide 88, Port Adelaide 80.
He's been magnificent in this last quarter. Well, the two Burgoynes have been brilliant.
Sean Burgoyne having had 8 disposals. Mattner's been put onto him, trying to close him down. Kicked a brilliant goal.
John Cock to do the kicking in. Plays on. Goes the big bomb. In front is Lade and takes a big mark. Oh, he's got a short on at 50. He put too much air on the kick. Didn't allow Montgomery a clear go at it. McGregor stripped of the ball. John Cock caught high. Gee, just a kick to Montgomery. Too much height on the ball, Malcolm.
Yeah, it's one of those that just sat up, and John Cock read it beautifully. Came off the line very, very quickly, though. It was a great read.
Bassett, he did play on. Now coming down the wing for him is Rutten. Lovely bounce. Gives him ample opportunity. Adelaide dangerous here. A goal will seal it. Henschel. Wanganeen. We're into the last 5 minutes. This has been a wonderful fight back from last year's premiers. They're showing the qualities that make them a special club. Michael Wilson, one of their stalwarts. They still need 2 goals to pluck this game. Brogan just couldn't pluck the mark.
Hasn't had a good night.
They've got to go to the Gabba next week. And then they host Fremantle, a game they should win.
Adelaide got an extra number in defence. Ben Hart.
Kane Corns, Montgomery. Young Pearce attacking it. Adelaide with the numbers. Bock, Mattner. Now Port with numbers. Dew ever dangerous. Uses the right. And delivers perfectly.
Settle down, young fella.
Brett Ebert, who has a very powerful left boot, will line them up.
Every Crows player then, Tim, went to ground in that contest. That's why Port ended up with it.
He's got to do it from 50 into the breeze. He has just missed the margin, 7 points. It's still winnable.
Had a 1-pointer earlier today down at Geelong. Bit of pressure on John Cock with the kick in. Will he play on? No.
He goes short to Bassett. Oh, the kick's ordinary. Corns just couldn't hang on to a difficult one. Doughty. Lucky break for Adelaide. Bassett back to John Cock. Looks for McLeod. Can't hang on to it. He's got support. This is Riley to half forward to Rashuto. And the champ takes the mark.
Play on.
Play on. Chaplin. His kick's partially smothered. Ricochets to Burgoyne. Dishes off to Cochrane. Got nowhere to go. Handballs inboard to Burgoyne. Hot footy. He's coughed it up. Thompson's in there. So is Brogan. Desperate stuff now. Ball yells the crowd. They're over it. Umpire still waving the arms. Play on. Ball now alive. Biglands is there. Slaps it out as far as Brogan. Now Burgoyne puts out the don't argue and kicks Port Adelaide to half forward. But it's all Crows. But McGregor spilt the beans. Here's a chance for Ebert. He has a ping at goal. It's across the face. Can Hart get there? Yes, he can. Oh, Adelaide out of danger.
Gee, if behind wouldn't have been a bad result for Port. They would have been within a kick. Perry has the footy.
Oh, don't slow it down.
He's just slowed it down, Tim.
Oh.
He had 3 or 4 options, and he missed them all.
Wow.
How long to go?
It's Welsh up the ground in the back half. Everyone, with only 1 or 2 exceptions in the back half. Adelaide soaking up seconds. McLeod.
What they've got to do is have a couple of their forwards come down and push out wide to the half-forward flank. If they can't mark it, knock it out of bounds. But there's not much movement from the Crows.
Can Port prize the ball away from them? Not here. McGregor. The injury to Hudson makes it a long quarter. But there's not a whole lot of time left. And Port have to score twice. McLeod has Goodwin as a good target. And Adelaide look as though they might be safe.
Well, they've just got to keep possession. They cannot afford a turnover, and they're going to go backwards to keep possession.
Well, the Power need 2 scores, and it's going to be beyond them, you think, now, as Burton marks at half forward. Got a man up, Port Adelaide.
Well, they've just got to chase a leading player. I find this the biggest frustration in footy when blokes are doing this, controlling the footy like this.
Burton. Oh, Bigland's almost. Now Chaplin.
Geez, they've got numbers out here. They've got to move
Burgoyne squeezes the kick out. Can Corns get there in time? He's tired, but he does. Breaks the Matner tackle. But it's all Adelaide here. As taking the uncontested mark is Bassett.
Adelaide players are running backwards. They want to go backwards.
Bassett short to Hart. And, well, Neil Craig's seen enough for home. Adelaide get the points, but what a brave performance from Port Adelaide. They've lost no supporters tonight. That was a tremendous effort, undermanned. But Adelaide get the chocolates. They've won by 7 points. Adelaide's 15th win of the season. They're in second spot and looking good. A brave performance, as I said, from Port Adelaide. Lost no fans tonight. They lost Pickett, suspended during the week. Bishop, Kingsley and Chad Corns. Half their backline all pulled out last night. They were gallant in defeat in showdown 18. But Adelaide go from strength to strength as we go down to Mark Aston.
Congratulations, Mark. Yeah, it's a good win. It was a tight game like we knew it would be, but any time you beat Port's a big one.
Well, the bookies had you guys very short price favourites, but during the week your coach said that we shouldn't fall for that.
Short price favourites get done, and it's happened before. We knew we just had to be tough and hard tonight against Port. We knew they had plenty to play for. We wanted to keep second spot, and I thought we controlled the game most of the night, even though it was pretty close.
And it got scrappy too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Look, it was a bit windy out here, but the skill level probably wasn't where we want it to be, and we've just got to continue to work on that. We've still got plenty of things we can get better at, and we can do that over the next few weeks.
And what was the message from Neil at three-quarter time?
Oh, basically, you know, it was just there for us to take. We had the win in the last quarter. We'd done the hard work, and it was an opportunity for us to step forward and hold second spot.
Big game next week now.
Yeah, they're all big.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Massive crowd tonight, 45,199. And they weren't disappointed. I think someone's let off a flare here. Orange smoke. Not sure what that is. But a terrific game of football, guys.
It was a great contest, and it became a contest because Port Adelaide pressured the Crows in the second half in particular. And whilst they were gutsy enough to tough it out and win the Crows, they've just got to make sure that they don't have periods where they go to sleep, because I reckon we've seen that in a few of their games. But Rashudo, I thought, was magnificent in the last quarter when the game needed to be steadied and controlled. Worry, of course, is Hudson, who looks like he's got a bad knee injury. But they are taking all before them, the Adelaide Crows. 8 wins in a row, Malcolm.
Great effort. I think Hudson's going to be the big story out of that.
We'll take a break from Amy Stadium. We'll wrap up shortly. Tonight, the Crows home in showdown 18 against Port Adelaide. The final margin, just the 7 points.
Celebrity Ready Steady Cook is turning up the heat.
Expect anything with Big Brothers Glenn and Michelle.
Premiering 7 o'clock Tuesday.
How hot will these two get in the kitchen?
Celebrity Ready Steady Cook premieres Tuesday.
A union of style and substance, of passion and precision, with its own unrivaled DNA. With unsurpassed levels of quality, performance and safety. The all-new Sonata. Evolved driving from Hyundai.
What's all the fuss about this new salon quality shampoo?
Scientific tests prove that
Pert makes your hair 84% smoother
compared to this shampoo.
Pert. Great hair, no fuss.
Call in to save on any two of these for just $50. Valentine Scotch, Canadian Club, Beefeater Gin, Finlandia Vodka, Kahlua and Jeweller's Scotch, plus get a bonus 2-litre Coke and 2 Crows or Port Power glasses. And Grabberry 5-litre casks only $18.50 a twin pack. Or Cascade Premium Lager just $42.99 a carton with 2 bonus glasses. See the web for more great offers.
There's one thing about McDonald's new Cajun McNuggets and spicy dipping sauce. They're seriously spicy. So don't forget a drink.
Bring your DIY dreams to life at Stratco. Cement mixer, a Stratco Super Special, $399. Outback PVC blinds from only $129. Stratco gap filler or construction adhesive, just $265. Free Brockhurst outdoor setting with every Stratco Outback DIY kit. And multifunction work centre, a Stratco Super Special, $109. DIY and save at Stratco.
What you need today.
It's sexy sofa and delicious dining month at Casual Living. Fall in love and save up to 20% on sofas upholstered in Warwick Halo fabrics. Think living, think Casual Living. Keswick, Marion and Enfield.
What happens when Britain's most conservative Institute of Music meets Gene Simmons?
God, I'm good.
8 o'clock Wednesday. Music lessons will never be the same again. Rock School premieres 8 o'clock Wednesday on 10.
Seriously.
The 2005 Toyota AFL Premiership season is proudly brought to you by our broadcast partners. Toyota. Footy. Oh, what a feeling. Carlton Draft. Chic Quattro. No razor shaves closer or smoother than Chic Quattro. Harvey Norman. And Primus Telecom. Change. It's simple.
The likely winners at half-time, but gee, they got a fright for Adelaide. 4 goals to Thompson, 2 each to Henschel, Perry and Rasciuto, while the multiple goal scorers for Port Adelaide, 3 to Wanganeen and 2 to Kasisi. Let's have a look at the last quarter, Malcolm, and it was a real seesawing contest. We just thought maybe a couple of times Port Adelaide had a chance to at least draw level, but Adelaide just seemed to have the answers at the critical moment.
Well, never headed, were they, really? And this is that goal, that wobbly goal from Wanganeen, and they really did come at them in that third quarter. 2 reasons. Probably up their tempo, became more direct. You see where they're shooting goals from there. And also the Crows' efficiency just dropped off. Henschel chipped in the second half with a couple of goals, was nice. But as I said, the Crows never headed, and Port manfully kept it coming. So credit to both sides, really. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good, tight game of footy. Pretty much like the Crows have been playing for most of the year. That defensive style, chase, tackle.
Not many better players in the competition than this man.
No, I thought his second half, in his last quarter when it was needed, I think Robert Walls made a comment that he really lifted, and being in that forward line, that's the beauty of Mark Rasciuto. Doesn't only have to play on ball, can go forward, and in fact can go back.
A couple of big long bombs too tonight from Mark Rasciuto. Simon Goodwin, who we believe won the Showdown medal tonight for the best player on the ground. He's having a wonderful season.
Yeah, he just had quite a second quarter. His first, third and last quarters I thought were really good. He runs. He's the other one of that triumphant. Edwards was sat on tonight. He got 3 and got plenty of the ball. Pretty effective with it. Had some quiet spots in the game, but still managed to pick up 30 possessions. So a very good effort. And there we see him being
in the middle, and Rashudo getting the cup.
Yep.
Well, Sean Burgoyne in the last quarter had a wonderful night. Went from chocolates to boiled lollies, back to chocolates and back to boiled lollies again in the space of about 4 or 5 minutes.
You know, look, yeah, and making mistakes in this game, they're magnified. You wouldn't believe now, but I reckon if you've got the ball and you do this, I reckon that's a bit of bad luck. It wasn't about quality, it was a bit about, and I reckon just keep doing it, keep trying, because one day they'll come off, and as it did in the grand final for them last year, so they shouldn't be, I wouldn't be worried about that sort of stuff.
Now, this is not confirmed, but we're going to talk about Ben Hudson here. He's had a wonderful season. The story from the rooms is that perhaps he has done the ACL, the anterior cruciate ligament, which means 12 months out of the game. Yeah. That's not confirmed, but this seems to be the early diagnosis down there. It could be an ACL, which means obviously season over, but more importantly, could be out for 12 months, being a big fella.
I just wonder if he's had one before. He seemed to know what was going on. He knew he was in trouble immediately, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I just wonder if he's actually had one before. I don't know his history on that, on an injury like that.
Anyway, it's a shocking blow, not only for Hudson, but for the Adelaide Crows' premiership chances. Now, Josh Franco had a pretty average night by his standards, and I think he might be sitting out at 1 or 2 after that little effort.
That's, yeah, you'd rather
nothing, hugely vicious about it, but nevertheless, what do they say these days? Intentional, reckless, might be worth at least 1.
Yeah, but, I mean, if he gets him a centimetre over and splits his eye, I mean, you don't want to... No, didn't like that at all. Sorry, didn't like it.
We're going to take another break from Amy Stadium tonight. It was the Adelaide Crows by 7 points over Port Adelaide. We'll be back to wrap up shortly from Amy Stadium. Showdown 18.
Sunday is
the world premiere.
Sean's pocketed the cash, hasn't he? Who's dying to get to this big day? Everyone's got something to hide.
8:30 Sunday on 10. Family weddings can be murder.
Brendan was stabbed. Whoever did this is one cold customer. Rebecca Gibney and Claudia Carvin. Intense killer mystery. A couple of 100 suspects right there. Sunday is the world premiere.
Small Claims, 8:30 Sunday on 10.
Call in to save on any 2 of these for just $50. Valentine Scotch, Canadian Club, Beefeater Gin, Finlandia Vodka, Kahlua and Jewel Scotch, plus get a bonus 2-litre Coke and 2 Crows or Port Power glasses. And Grabberry 5-litre casks, only $18.50 a twin pack. Or Cascade Premium Lager, just $42.99 a carton with 2 bonus glasses. See the web for more great offers.
Here you go. Oh, thank you. Just don't need it. That is good. Yeah.
You can really taste the butterscotch in this.
Yeah.
With Jarrah's range of unexpected flavours, surprising is no longer surprising.
There's one thing about McDonald's new Cajun McNuggets and spicy dipping sauce. They're seriously spicy. So don't forget a drink.
Style and substance, of passion and precision, with its own unrivaled DNA, with unsurpassed levels of quality, performance and safety. The all-new Sonata, evolved driving from Hyundai.
Here you go. Oh, thank you. Just don't need it. That is good. Yeah. You can really taste the butterscotch in this.
With Jarrah's range of unexpected flavours, Surprising is no longer surprising.
Close contest here tonight. The only man not celebrating is Ben Hudson. It looks like he may have done an ACL. That's an unconfirmed report, but his season would be over and perhaps out for 12 months, which is a terrible blow for the Adelaide Crows. Here's the final score, 13-10-88 to 12-9-81. Gallant in defeat, word of power. Thompson kicked 4 for the Adelaide Crows. As we have a look at another match decided tonight, Malcolm, in Melbourne at the MCG. And Carlton off the bottom with a 19-15-129 victory over Collingwood, 14-10-94, 35 points the final margin. Betts kicked 3 for the Blues. Buckley kicked a few for the Magpies, but Hawthorn now on the bottom of the ladder thanks to that win by Carlton.
And Buckley playing up forward more, and can kick a goal.
Well, he can play, we know that. There's the Eagles on top by 2 games from Adelaide, all but have wrapped up second spot, but so mathematically Saints can still pinch the second spot. Yes. Over the page, Melbourne's still alive, Port Adelaide technically still alive, Western Bulldogs still alive, but now Hawthorn on the bottom, Carlton off the bottom. That's good news for them. Great game here at Amy Stadium tonight. Showdown 18 has gone to the Crows by 7 points against the Power. Good night.